Already talking to each other, banging sticks right here on the opening face-off, and we're underway. Komets quickly bring it into the offensive zone, but Crisp is there, back into the Comet end. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. Mason Baptista coming into the corner. Puts it out in front. It's Christian Hilbrick. He has got the puck here in the Comet zone. Feeds it upstairs to the blue line. Tansey with a shot, missed it high.
Deflected.
And that's going to get into this screen.
Yep. Komets with a little short pass in their own zone. Got intercepted. Toledo player threw it back to the point. Shot deflected over the glass. Got to be careful of the passes.
Well, the Walleye are proving that they have been forgotten that hit that Maggio laid on Denis. It was ruled to be a suspensionable offense, so Maggio sat out a game, but he's back in there.
Yeah, good to have him back in the line. His physical part, big part of this game.
Up top of the blue line, here's a shot save made by Hauser. And it comes into the corner. Another shot goes off the right leg of Hauser. Into the corner it goes. Back behind the net. And coughed up by the Komets. Another shot. That goes high. So quickly here, the Walleye. Yep, they're showing that they've got to come out and get some shots on net.
Yeah, we talk about the same thing. The Komets want to get that first goal and get the lead and have them chase Toledo instead of us chasing them. So that first goal, very important. Both teams realize that.
Face off to left of Michael Hauser. We're just underway here at the Coliseum. It is Game 6. Komets lead this series 3-2. Face off to left of Michael Hauser. No score. And Jenks will take the face off with Marco Waugh. Goes into the corner. Here is Leonard. Going to go back behind the goal line. Bursch back now the far side. Garrett Thompson with it. He'll chip it out.
Clear the zone.
Bouncing puck coming up on the near side here in the Toledo end. It's going to be grabbed by Jenks. Now it's poked back into the Comet zone. And Leonard will go for it. Up along the far side. Here's Garrett Thompson. Chips it out. Petrozelli on the far side. He'll carry it across the line. Petrozelli gets forced wide. Stops looking for some help up along the far boards. And now he is going to wheel it up along the near side. And on the near boards, we got a penalty called. It's going to be on the Walleye.
Yeah, number 12.
McCarron.
Yeah. He got a stick off. It took a hand off his stick and put the hand on McCarron's stick, and that was enough to pull him. Give him a little yank, and that's enough for hooking. Holding. Komets get power play early in the period.
Good sign there. McCarron will go off for holding. Komets go on the power play. First time tonight and got no score. Face-off will be to the left of Pat Nagel. Komets without a shot on goal so far.
Schaafsma at the draw.
Into the corner. Here's Schmidt.
Kravchenko.
Taken away by Kravchenko. Gonna go up along the far side to Desjardins. Over on the near side, Kravchenko in the corner. Gonna put it back down over. Here's Sean Szydlowski with it. On the far side, wheels it into the corner. Tansey is there for the Walleye. Banks it off the wall. Nastasiak has it, and he'll rip it down the length of the ice. Gonna be stopped by Hauser. And the Komets have got the puck here. They'll reset, still on a power play. Shea up along the near side, got it intercepted. Nastasiak puts it right back into the Comet zone. Bobby Shea chases after it. On the far side, Jenks is there for the Walleye. Now the Komets get it out, and now they'll bring it forward. Back on the far boards, Desjardins skates down into the corner, going back behind the net. Up top we come to Shea. Shea gives it a look. Kravchenko on the right side. Kravchenko back over, up top. Here's Shea. Wide open is Szydlowski coming in. Over. Oh, tried to pass over Kravchenko. He has got it. Kravchenko back down low. Komets still without a shot on goal here. Comes up to Kravchenko to the blue line and out. Sean Szydlowski on the far side, back to the neutral zone. He drifts back into his own end with 50 seconds to go on the Komets power play, still with no shots on goal. Puck rolls to Michael Hauser, and now Garrett Thompson. Wills pick it up, leaves it for Binkley. Binkley will go back behind the net. Komets now taking their time as we're down to 30 seconds now to go on the power play. Marco Waugh will get it now. Binkley has got it. Binkley will bring it across the line. He'll scoot it around, stopped by Nagel. While I get to it, no, it's coughed up, going to go into the corner. Back up top, it is Marco Waugh with it. Waugh on the far side, back down low. Up top, we over the far side to Marco Waugh, to the blue line. Culkin ranging to his right, back over. Here's a shot, that goes wide. Binkley on the other end, pinching in, goes back behind the net. We've got 8 seconds to go on the power play. Binkley coming up, centering play over to Culkin. Here's a shot, it's knocked down, again. And that'll do it for the power play.
Yep, back to 5-on-5.
Komets do not get a shot on goal. Binkley, it's Culkin behind the net. 16:42 to go in the first. No score here in game number 6. Jamie Schaafsma over to Bobby Shea. Pumps it off the wall. Now McDonald will scoot it into the Toledo zone. Knocked down by Nagel. Back on the far boards. Coughed up. Komets another turnover here in the corner. It's Trevor Hamilton. Plays it up along the near side. Coming up to the blue line off the glove of Crisp. And now he will scoot it back into the Komet zone. On the far side, Christian Hilbrick runs it down. Tries to put it out in front of the net. Leonard is there. Leonard on the far side. Off the skate of Mason Baptista. He will feather it forward. And now it's going to be stopped there at the Komet blue line. Back to McDonald. Coming across. Taking a shot. Save made by Nagel. Right into the glove.
Nice bump it right at the blue line. McDonald bumped the defenseman for Toledo. Komets picked the loose puck up. That resulted in the first shot as Komets got an open player to get the shot on Nagel. 16:01 to go. We got no score. Shot apiece by each team.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel. And we've got Dennis Kravchenko back in the lineup after missing a couple of games.
Taking the draw.
In with Jenks. Up along the far side, Binkley. Puts it down low. It's Kravchenko picking it up. Kravchenko in the corner. Sean Szydlowski goes backwards with it. Out in front. It was Desjardins with a chance. And it comes up to the blue line and out. Cody Soul drifting back. Now quickly ahead off the stick of Szydlowski. Couldn't handle the pass. Now back on the near side. Toledo brings it forward. It's Kyle Bonus in the corner. He is met by Cody Soul. Back out to Sean Szydlowski on the right side. He'll move it ahead. It's going to get into the zone. And offsides will be the call in the Komets.
Toledo defense standing up well, forcing the play at the blue line. Flip pass in, got knocked down, and that created congestion. The whistle and the offside line change, both teams.
Face-off come outside of the Toledo blue line. Near side face-off dot. And it's Marco Waugh to take it with Borkowski. Walleye get the puck. And back along the far side, it's Nastasiak. Dropping it back. Obakowski. His pass. Brings it forward to Sadoway. Back on the far side. Give and go right in front. Missing the net was Nastasiak. Back on the far side. Hamilton
keeps the best chance so far right there.
Sadoway back behind the net. Back on the far board, skates with it, gets some pressure, cycles it down low. Nastasiak pinned up against the boards with Waugh. Now back behind the net, it's going to get loose. Obakowski jams it into the corner. Up along the near side now, Obakowski still with it, trying to get it to Nastasiak, and the Komets come away with it. Here on the near side, it's Petrozelli. Got it down there momentarily. Now it's back in the Komet zone, but Culkin has got it. He sends it forward, and now over the line they come. Drop back, pass, intercepted. Sadoway has got it. He'll throw it into the Komet zone up along the far side. Austin Broussard lost it. Komets back up with it again to the neutral zone. It's Maggio. He'll come across the line.
Dump it in.
Komets chase after it. Tansey over onto the far side. Up top of the blue line. That'll split the Komet defenders, and this will be an icing.
Take it all the way back. Binkley chased it down. Got the icing call back into the Toledo zone. 14:21 to go. No score. One shot apiece. Defense. One real good chance that Toledo had. A three-man passing play. Got right in for a clear shot, but he missed the net on it.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel here in the Toledo zone. Tied up on the dot. Tansey goes back behind the nets. Connor Crisp on the left wing. Scoots it ahead and back into the Komet zone. Here's Cody Soul. Moving it over to Maggio. Maggio will come across the line. Lost an edge, lost the puck, and Tansey's got it, but he coughs it up back to Maggio. Maggio leaves the puck here. Schaafsma with a shot. Save, rebound, score! Mason Baptista.
And Baptista again. A broken play just inside the Toledo defense. Maggio in the middle of it twice. He lost the puck, got it back, threw it into the center. A little flip shot to the net. It went up in the air, and Baptista standing at the goal crease, got a piece of it, redirected it in the net. Baptista will get the goal. 1-0 Komets.
And the pure strength of Dan Maggio trying to fight off Christian Hilbrick, who is also a big guy. They were fighting for it. Maggio was taking off the puck twice, you're right. And somehow he managed to get it towards the net. Mason Baptista was right there. Schaafsma as well. Let's see who does get credit for it. It should be Baptista. So the Komets up 1-0 here in game number 6. And the Komets going right back to work. McDonald to the blue line, and now coming back the other way, right side, Bonus across the line, taking a shot. That'll go wide. Back on the near side. Jenks tries to put it in, and that one also goes wide. Kravchenko pokes at it, and it's going to go back into the Toledo zone. Now Desjardins along the far side, trying to take advantage of the turnover in the Toledo zone. McDonald pinned up against the far boards, and now Bonus, or that's Jenks rather, coming up along the near side. Burschback with it. Now to Wilson. Wilson will come across the line. Wilson into the corner, lost the puck, and it belongs to Culkin. Culkin forward with it. It's going to be tipped. It's going to go all the way down, bank off the end boards, and it's Marco Wall. Here's a blast.
On the net,
snagging it is Pat Nagel.
Yeah, Wall coming in late on the play, a little slide pass to him. As he comes towards the net, he blasts the puck, and it looked like Nagel caught it with no problem as he made a nice save on it. Good forechecking by the Komets. Got possession, got it back. Baptista, that's his 6th goal of the season. I think Schaafsma and Maggio both got assists. We haven't got it official yet.
12:56 to go in the first. Komets are up 1-0. A Walleye with the puck in their own zone. And coming across the line, it's Borkowski. Puts it in on Hauser. He'll make an easy stop. And back along the near side. Komets with it. Belongs to Szydlowski. Over to Ryan Lowney. He'll pick it up and dish it into the Toledo zone. Back behind the net. Stasiak, he's got it with a man on him. Takes a bump from behind from Szydlowski. Puck is going to bounce off the wall and now back into the Komet zone. Back on the far boards. The Komets trying to hustle it back into the Toledo zone, and they do. It's Jamie Schaafsma, but he runs into a Walleye. Now Sadaway coming back. Here's a shot. Missed it. All the way on the far side, it's Jason Binkley. Binkley ahead to Mason Baptista. Baptista across the line. Here's Dan Maggio dropping it back. Here's a shot. Save made by Nagel.
Yeah, that came from the point. Quick wrist shot off the point as it got banked off the boards. Right to the net. Nagel's alert. Was able to make the save and kill the play. But Komets again. Quick shot on net. 5 so far this period.
1-0. Komets with the lead. Face off to the right of Nagel. And it comes up to the blue line. Cody Soul pushes it in. That was deflected by Baptista in front. And now along the near side, Crisp lost the puck. And now the Komets have it in their own territory. Cody Soul to Jason Binkley. Binkley off the stick of Maggio. Going to come into the Toledo zone. Tansey going to go back behind the net, being chased by McDonald. Back on the far side. Crisp with it again. Nothing there. All he can do is backhand it into the Komet zone. They'll chase after it, and that'll be an icing.
That'll bring it back. 11:40 to go. Komets up by 1. The goal official, Baptista, his 6th. Schaafsma and Maggio do get the assist.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel.
Waugh in the net for the face-off for the Komets.
The Waugh and Hilbrick. Comes down, bottom of the circle. Komets have got it. It is Desjardins. Up top, we go to the blue line. Look out. It's getting pushed off the play, and the puck is loose. Shea got pushed off. The Komets come back, and now they possess it in the neutral zone. Now it's Shea up along the far side. Shea ahead to Marco Waugh. Quickly forward to Desjardins. Komets are off sides, and now it's put back in the Toledo zone. Going to come off the wall. Crisp reaching for it. He'll get to it. Dishing back. Here's a shot. That goes wide. And now Garrett Thompson with it. Thompson on the far side. Got a man with him. It is Marco Waugh. Pass goes behind him. And all he can do is push it into the Toledo zone. Behind the net, Nagel plays it around on the near side. Now coming up to Crisp. Crisp on the left side. He floats it to the center ice logo for Mike Embach. And now they're pulled off sides. And now the Komets with it. Szydlowski on the right side. Double team here. Drops it back. Ryan Lowney. Now to Culkin. Culkin ahead into the Toledo zone. Now it's pushed back the other way, and it's Burschback dishing it into the Komet end. Culkin up along the far side, runs into Jenks. And now far side corner, banging away at it. Komets, Garrett Thompson. He'll get it free. He'll find Szydlowski. He moves it forward, going to come into the Toledo zone. Now the Walleye regain possession of the puck, and it's Burschback with it. Runs into Szydlowski, and he can't get it out of the zone. Now it's going to come off the glass, back into the Komet end for Ryan Lowney. Lowney all the way back over onto the far side. Moving it ahead off the stick of Schaafsma into the
offside
zone, and that's
icing.
Is going to be icing. Yep.
They tried a quick pass up across the blue line where Schaafsma was breaking, but he missed the pass. And that created the icing call back into the zone. It'll go. Baptista on the ice field, take the draw.
Face-off will be to the left of Michael Hauser with our score 1-0 Komets.
5 shots by the Komets, 1 by Toledo. Toledo's had some chances, but just haven't hit the net on them.
And we go back behind that. Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney trying to go to Maggio. Over his stick, comes up to the blue line. Walleye keep it in just for a moment. And now Maggio getting to it again, and he will put it into the Toledo zone. Into the corner, Jamie Schaafsma fighting for it, comes up top to Binkley. Binkley on the right side, coming in, dishes over. Oh, he had a man. Baptista couldn't handle the pass. Baptista now wheels it around on the other side. Here's Binkley with it. Binkley again gives it a look, coming down low, and it's going to go off the stick of Sadoway. Komets will keep it in. Back along the far side. Obukowski now back behind the net. Hamilton will send it around. Now on the near side, Sadoway pumps it off the wall, can't clear it. Mason Baptista is here. Up top to Binkley. He'll dart one in, and a shot blocked down. Back up top, Binkley now. Cross-ice pass, Cody Soule. Soule lost the puck to Nastasiak, but it's going to go over to Binkley. And now Binkley will reach back for it all the way back in the Komet zone. And the Komets get it into the Toledo end. Stopping the puck is Nagel. Nagel puts it over onto the far side. Desjardins chasing after it. He's met there by Hilbrick. Out front, here's a centering play. And a shot, a save made by Nagel.
Nagel's best right there.
Back on the left wing, it's Hamilton going off the glass. End over end puck back in the Komet zone. Thompson moving it ahead. It's going to be tipped right at center ice. And now back in the Komet zone. Leonard stepping up. He'll now drop back into his zone and regroups. Banks it off the wall. That's going to go all the way down. No icing. Off. Obukowski, he touches it first, pushes it over onto the near side, and it's Hilbrick right back out through the neutral zone they come. On the right side, it is Crisp. Got checked down off the play. It's going to go back behind that. Bobby Shea possesses the puck, moves it up along the far side, and the Komets skate forward with it. Into the Toledo zone. Komets with it, coming on the near side wall. Walleye there. Now Petrozelli with it. Here's a shot. That's deflected. Schmidt will bank it off the wall and back to the center line. Culkin, Petrozelli will give it across the line. Here's McDonald coming in. He shoots and a save made. Rebound. Nagel another one. And now back into the corner. Back up along the near side. It's Tansey. Back to the blue line on the left wing. Broussard lost it to Lowney. And now it's Baptista across the line, dropping it over McDonald on the right side. McDonald stops, puts it out in front, and it was Baptista there, couldn't tip it. And turning back the other way, it's Bonus on the right side. Komets got to get back. Here's a shot, save made by Hauser. Got the right leg on it, and now it's dumped along the near side boards, and it's going to be picked up.
Szydlowski going to get a penalty.
Here's a shot on Hauser, make the stop, and a whistle will blow, and the Komets are going to the penalty box. We'll take a break. 1-0 Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants, old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
This is Komet Hockey.
Komets with the lead, 1-0 here in the first, but they are currently in the penalty box. Sean Szydlowski is off for slashing. So we got 7:29 to go in the first. Toledo only with 3 shots on goal so far, but now they go on a man advantage. We'll start things up here in the Komet zone. Up top to the blue line. It's Bo Schmidt. Hands it over. Here is a shot tipped in front. Knocked away. And that'll get out. Schmidt going all the way back into his own zone. He finds the stick of Borkowski. He'll promptly return it to Schmidt. And now Schmidt will come right down the center of the ice. Dishes off to Jenks. Jenks, bad pass. Going to go all the way back in the Toledo zone. And it's Berschbach. Takes a wide turn, negotiates through the neutral zone, hands it off on the right side to Sadoway. He crosses over the line, taking a shot. Save made by Hauser, and he'll grab it.
Another quality shot on goal by Toledo. They cut to the center. Defenseman didn't stand up, let him get to the shooting lane. Good shot on net, hit Hauser in the chest. He was able to stand his ground and hold on to the puck. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Still a minute and 24 seconds. Power play, Toledo.
Face-off to the left of Hauser. Jenks and Waugh. Jenks wins it, comes up to the blue line, puts a little bit too much on it. Schmidt can't control it. And now they've got to go all the way back. Now it's Sadoway on the right side. Out to Berschbach. He got it poked away by Waugh. Komets doing a good job here, keeping him down in their own zone. And now Jenks with it. Jenks on the right side. Cuts it back to the middle of the ice. He stick handles around. All he can do is shove it into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser. He'll play it around himself. And he'll get loose all the way out.
They didn't expect that. Hauser around the boards with the puck.
Borkowski drops it off to Tansey. Down to 46 seconds to go on this power play. Tansey with the puck on the left wing. Tosses it into the Komet zone. Stopped by Hauser. Back behind the net. Pushes it off the glass, and that is going to wheel out. And it's going to be deflected and out of play.
Yeah, it hit somebody and went out. Must have hit a Komet player because the face-off's going to stay in the zone. Hauser got to be careful he doesn't fire that puck up over the glass and get a delay of game penalty. But two good plays by Hauser to dump the puck up the boards. One went out. That one got deflected out.
Face off to the left of Michael Hauser. 6:03 to go in the first. Komets up 1-0. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Sean Szydlowski off for slashing. Comes up top of the circle. Tansey will hang on to it at the blue line. Scoots it around. Hilbrick in the corner. Got it poked away by Cody Soul. Reaching forward is Brassard. To the blue line, it's Tansey. He holds on to it. Out top of the circle to Bonus. Bonus on the far side. Coming down low into the corner. Lots of room. Up top to Tansey. Tansey will take a shot. Save made. Rebound. Hilbrick couldn't get to it. Now back on the near side is Stasiak. Pumps it upstairs to Tansey. Tansey over. Stasiak left side. Shot. Save made. Loose
rebound.
Hauser doesn't know where it is. Now it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, he didn't know where it was, and it was out past his pad. He thought it was underneath him. And unfortunately, they finally get the extra man in there, get a stick on it, flip it up over him for a power play goal with 4 seconds left to power play. Toledo ties it up.
5:32 to go in the first. 1-1. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
14:28 power play. Number 11.
So back out to center ice we go. Tied at 1. 5:32 to go in the first. Power play goal for Toledo. And the Komets up along the far side, trying to get it back. Bobby Shea brings it back forward, and now it's going to be offsides on the Komets.
Stasiak, he gets the power play goal.
So face-off come outside of the Komet, the Toledo blue line. And Kravchenko will take the face-off with Jenks.
Maggio on the right side. Thompson.
Now Leonard will push it forward up along the far side. It's Hamilton. Komets with it again. Here's a shot. That is blocked. Now along the far boards. All the way back into the Komet zone. It's Leonard. Leonard grabs it, and he goes off the end boards. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea on the near side, moves it forward, and it's going to clear all the way down the length of the ice. Hamilton is there for Toledo. Got Thompson all on him up along the far side. It's Maggio with it. Maggio gets dumped on the play. Now Jenks along the right side.
Here. Catch up with
coming down. It is Jenks. Put it down in front. Now it goes back behind Berschbach, and the Komets will regroup. Going to come up along the near side. Maggio skating after. Now back on the near boards and back into the Komet zone. Here is Wall with it. Wall is going to give it up to Lowney. Lowney going to go back behind the net. And now Lowney up along the near side. And that's going to come all the way down to Nagel. He'll stop it. And he leaves it for McCarron. Back on the near boards, chopped at. Now back into the Komet zone. It's Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney going all the way back forward to Marco Waugh. He comes up to the center ice logo. Now it's going to be pushed off the boards. Back into the Komet zone. Hamilton on the left wing. Ham and Waugh come together. Now back on the near side. Out of the zone. Now back into the Komet end, and we've got a whistle.
Offside.
Offsides will be the call. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
4-4.
We got under 4 minutes to go here in the first. We're tied at 1, and the puck comes into the Toledo zone up along the near side. Now on the far boards, it's sent ahead to Hilbrick. Hilbrick will cut across the line. Hilbrick coming down, taking a shot. Save made by Hauser.
Yep. Toledo cruising in over the blue line. Komets gave them a little room, but they stood up, forced them to shoot the puck from way out, and picked up the two wingers, go to the net. Hauser was able to play it and get the whistle with no damage done. Face off in the zone as the Komets change a full lineup.
Face off to the right of Hauser. 3:44 to go in the first.
Kravchenko at center.
Kravchenko and Hilbrick. And the puck goes below the goal line. Here is Bobby Shea off the glass. Rolling puck. It's going to go to Maggio. Maggio on the right side. It'll go off the end boards. Back behind the net. Kravchenko reaching for it. Got Hilbrick on him. Now up along the far side. Maggio again. He is in there with Brassard. Thompson in there as well. And now the Walleye come away with it. It's crisp. Cross-rink pass. Hilbrick will cut across. Got a man down low. Here's a shot. They score.
Little give and go as they broke in over the blue line. A bit of a 2-on-1. The other defenseman had to stay up on him. And they got a defenseman in the middle. Give a little give and go pass right in tight. Quick shot. Hauser had no chance on it. Toledo takes the lead.
3:14 to go in the first. Toledo grabs the lead. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool, and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets have given up 2 here in the first, but now Toledo is going to be skating a man down with 2:56 to go in the first.
Komets a good play. Porzelli breaking down the left wing, was looking for the center. Schaafsma was coming from behind the play, broke for the net, and as he broke, he got hooked. Taken out of the play a little bit, and that was enough to draw the penalty to Toledo. Power play Komets. 2:56 to go. Let's get one here and tie it up for the period. Down by 1.
Face-off will be to the left of Pat Nagel. Schmidt is the guilty party for the Walleye. Szydlowski in the circle, comes up to the blue line. Here's Bobby Shea. Far side, Schaafsma puts it in front, missed it wide.
Missed the deflection.
Back on the near side. Kravchenko pushes it around the board. Tansey will get a hold of it, and he will send it down the length of the ice. Puck will be stopped there on the corner. Bobby Shea will pick it up. Komets with 1:40 to go on the power play. Ahead they come. It is Desjardins cutting across right side, dropping it back. Bobby Shea at the blue line. Over, one-timer, knocked down. Szydlowski gets it back in front. Here's a turnaround shot. That one is going to be missed by Desjardins. Back on the near side, and now it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. Stopping it is Hauser.
2 good chances there. Szydlowski, the one was blocked, and the goal mouth pass was missed.
Bobby Shea back behind the nets. Skates with the puck to Marco Wall. He'll come across the line. Now he's going to dump it in. Komets will chase it. Now Binkley here on the near side. Binkley going to cut it back around. Marco Wall on the far boards. And now Wall coming into the corner. Up top we come. It is Culkin. Now back over far side. Back to Culkin. One-timer. In front of that loose puck. Binkley knocks it home and we're tied.
He got deflected. Come over to the far side here. Binkley headed in from the point. Puck came to him. Put it in the open side of the net. They tie it up. Power play goal, Komets.
1:47 yet to be played here in the first. 2 goals up on either side. We're knotted at 2.
Binkley will get the goal.
It is a power play goal for the Komets, who came into this game the #1 power play unit here in the playoffs. That's the 9th power play goal in now 11 games for the Komets.
And Maggio may have got an assist on it. The shot from the point, Maggio was involved in it right there. He was the one that deflected it and got it over to Binkley. So Maggio will get an assist.
So we're tied at 2. Up
Shot
on
from
the far side as we get things back going after Binkley's goal. Back behind the nets here in the Komet zone. Up along the far side, Petrozelli trying to get to it. Petrozelli is there, far side, and he moves it ahead. It's going to be McDonald with it. He'll feather it into the Toledo zone. Hamilton is there for the Walleye, drops it into the corner. Obukowski on the far side, gives it to Jenks. Now Jenks gets to his own blue line, down the middle of the ice. He tosses it in. Bobby Shea is there. Shea up along the far side, and we're coming up on 1 minute to go in the first. Here's Shea coming right down the middle of the ice. Toss it in. Bouncing puck off the stick of Nagel.
Last minute.
Back behind the net. Obukowski on the far side. Borkowski near the Komet bench. Tied up. And now the Komets get it out in the neutral zone with 49 seconds to go in the first. Puck goes back into the Toledo zone. Borkowski. That's Obukowski, rather. Coughed it up. Comes to the blue line. Komets with it. Sean Szydlowski here. Coming in. Dangles taking a shot. That was blocked. Back on the far side. Nastasiak. Nice hip check on the play. And the puck comes back in the Komet zone. 29 seconds to go in the first. Lowney quickly ahead on the near side. Kravchenko will pump it into the Toledo zone. Knocked behind the net. It's Nastasiak with 20 seconds to go. Now Obukowski, he'll get to his own blue line. Veering to his right, intercepted. Thompson, 13 seconds, coming across the line. Thompson on his off wing. Here's a backhander. Goes off the side of the net. Now up top of the blue line. Culkin eyes his shot. It's knocked down. Back on the near boards. Here into the corner with 2 seconds. And that will do it. So the Komets with a chance there at the tail end. Unable to cash in, but 2-2, an interesting first period as the Komets played pretty stout defensively, but again, 2 kind of bad bounces. Ends up in the back of the net, and we're tied at 2.
Well, they get outshot 11-9 in the period. Toledo came on strong in the midway part of that period and put a little pressure on them. They got a power play goal at 14:28. Nastasia, that's tied the game up at 1-1. That got them a little excited and everything like that. They came back hard again at 16:46. Bastura, he got the 2-1 lead. And then the Komets, of course, get the power play goal by Binkley late in the period. So a pretty solid period all the way through. Both power plays are working. Special teams are playing well. And we've seen some pretty good skating. Goaltending again, big part of this game. Both goaltenders played well. 2 goals apiece. A good show for offense, too.
We are going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show, tied at 2. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup the GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer. And we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Komets season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani with you here tonight with Robbie Irons, and our score is tied at 2 here in game number 6 of this best-of-7 series. If a 7th game is needed, it is tomorrow night at the Huntington Center in Toledo. 7:35 is the start time. Right now, we are knotted up at 2. Take a look what has happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, and arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Shots on goal, Toledo finished the period with 11 shots, the Komets with 9. Recapping the scoring, Komets got on the board first, 6:01 of the first period. Mason Baptista, his second of the playoffs. Dan Maggio and Jamie Schaafsma with the assist. Then Toledo would get a pair to take the lead. Zach Nastasiak, his first in the playoffs at 14:27. Broussard and Hilbrick the assist, and that was on the power play. Then Broussard would get one at 16:46. Crisp and Hilbrick the assist, and Toledo, they were up 2-1. The Komets would get even at 18:13. Jason Binkley, his second of the playoffs. Maggio and Culkin helped him out, and that one was on the power play. Toledo 1 of 1 on the man advantage. Komets 1 of 2. Goaltenders, Pat Nagel, 9 shots and 7 saves. Michael Hauser, 11 shots and 9 saves. Recapping the penalties, McCarron for Toledo holding at 1:08. Sean Szydlowski slashing at 12:31. And then Schmidt hooking at 17:04. And that is a look at what has happened so far here tonight. It is game 6 of the Central Division Finals. We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue-bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the do.
Life can be unpredictable. One minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the middle of the first intermission between the Komets and the Toledo Walleye. It is Game 6. The Komets lead this best-of-7 series 3-2. So a chance to advance to the Western Conference Finals on the line for the Komets tonight. Taking a look at the other playoff series, we are the only one going on. Right now, we're the only game in town as the North Division Finals were wrapped up last night in 3 overtimes. It was Adirondack besting Manchester by a final score of 3-2. Adirondack wins that series in 6 games, 4-2, and that sets up the Eastern Conference Finals between Adirondack and the Florida Everblades, who have only lost 1 game during these playoffs so far. They swept Atlanta 4-0. They win their series against Orlando 4-1. Out in the Mountain Division, that one is also wrapped up. It was Colorado defeating Idaho in 4 straight games. So Colorado just been sitting there waiting for the winner of this series, and who knows how long this one can go. Hopefully not much farther, or not farther than tonight, but we are 2-2 at the end of 20 minutes of play. Again, game number 7 would be tomorrow at the Huntington Center. So Colorado, they await the winner of this series. Of course, Colorado, they are the defending Kelly Cup champions, and this is their final year in the ECHL. They are moving on to the American Hockey League next year and looking to defend their title before they do make that jump. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission here at the Coliseum. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s, or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys, plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are tied at 2 here in the first intermission at the Coliseum as the Komets and the Walleyes skated to a stalemate after 20 minutes of play, and we knew the first goal on the board was going to be huge tonight. The Komets did get that one, but then the Walleye would get 2 more to kind of stop that momentum. Komets got one late in the period to tie it up, but both teams need to tighten up a little bit as both teams having some good scoring chances. The Walleye came right out and got a few, but not on Michael Hauser. They came right out of the gates firing, which we knew they probably would, but they would come up empty. The Komets would get about 6 shots on goal before the Walleye got their second on the net. So the Komets doing their job in their own end, but unfortunately Toledo was able to net 2 in that first period, and that is the same amount that Michael Hauser has given up the past 2 games combined. So the Walleye probably feeling pretty good about themselves finally solving Michael Hauser over these past 2 games, but the Komets also feeling pretty confident, getting some good chances in on Pat Nagel, and I'm sure that's what Coach Gary Graham and Ben Boudreau, they are telling them, the boys right now, get in and get some shots and look for those rebounds, which were very important in Saturday's win at the Huntington Center. So keep on shooting, and hopefully it's going to go our way tonight. The conference finals are coming up next for whoever wins this series, and hopefully it will be the Fort Wayne Komets tonight. But again, Game 7, if needed, back in Toledo. 7:35 is the start. We will take a break. Second period is coming up for you. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, we are gearing up for period number 2. 2-2 is our score after 20 minutes of play. Komets with 9 shots on goal there in the first. Toledo with 11. First goal of the game scored by Mason Baptista. Second of the playoffs at 6:01. Maggio and Schaafsma with the assist. The Walleye would get a pair. Nastasiak at 14:27. His first. Broussard and Hilbrick, and it was on the power play. And then Broussard would get one for himself. His third of the playoffs, 16:46. Crisp and Hilbrick with the assist, and Walleye took the lead. But Jason Binkley would even things up at 18-13. His second of the playoffs. Maggio and Culkin the assist, and it was on the power play. Toledo has had one power play chance, and they cashed in. They're 1 of 1. Komets 1 of 2 on the man advantage. We will take another break. We got the second period coming up. We're tied at 2. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. check out the Comet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Comets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4- or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Both teams retaking the ice for the second period here tonight. It is Game 6 at the Coliseum. Comets lead the series 3-2 with a chance to advance to the Western Conference Finals, first time in 2 years, as the Comets and the Walleye skated to a 2-all tie here after 20 minutes of play. And Robbie, you just got to get more pucks on the net at this point.
Yeah, they had 9 shots on goal, but a lot of their offense, and 90% of the Comets offense, is generated from dumping the puck in, getting in, working hard, digging the puck out from the corners or from behind the net, and feed the man in front. Toledo's, a lot of their offense is waiting to break the press that Komets put on them, break down the ice, and try to set up a 2-on-1 like they did on the goal that Desjardins had. He did got the 2 guys, went down, they got one defenseman pinned beside, a little give and go, and the guy broke between the 2 of them and got the shot on net. So they like to force the play coming from the red line in. We like to get the puck in the net and around the side of the net on them.
And we're just about set to go here in the second period. Puck is about to be dropped. Mason Baptista and Christian Hilbrick will take the draw. And here we go. Jason Binkley controls it all the way back into his own zone to Cody Soul. Soul ahead, and that's going to come all the way down. That'll be an icing.
Yeah, that'll bring it back.
It's a little miscue there. We'll bring the puck down into the Comet zone. Just 10 seconds ticked off here in the second period. Face off to the left of Michael Hauser, and we've got Baptista.
6th game of the series right now. Comets up 3-2. Can finish it tonight.
Baptista and Hilbrick comes into the corner. Cody Soul scoops it up. Here's Maggio on the far side. Moves it to Jamie Schaafsma. Comes off of his stick. He'll bring it across, dropping it back. Baptista coming in, fires one off, and it rolls to Nagel. He'll cover it up.
Got his own rebound and got a little weak shot on goal off the rebound, but Nagel's held on pretty well as the defenseman stood Baptista up and wouldn't let him get in any closer. That'll change the lines again. Face-off will stay in the Toledo zone. Baptista back to the bench.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. And we've got Marco Waugh in the circle. It'll be opposed by A.J. Jenks. And here we go. Comes up top of the circle to the blue line. Now here's a shot that's blocked. And now Marco Wall up along the far side. Garrett Thompson with it. Tries to go back down low to Wall. Puck is going to be rolling around, coming out to center ice. Leonard will grab it. He'll haul it back into his own zone up along the far side. Tansey with it. Now Tansey back into the Comet zone. Bouncing puck. It is going to roll to Hauser. And now on the far side to Bobby Shea. Shea goes back behind the net. Scoops it around the boards. On the near side, Schmidt takes Petrozelli off, and he's injured. Back on the near side. And no penalty appears to be called, but Petrozelli is down. And Petrozelli, slow getting up, lost his helmet. He gets up a little slow.
Yeah, he's just one of the smaller players, and on the boards there, he had to sacrifice himself to make sure that he got the puck out of the zone, having his head down a bit. The defense was able to run him and got the elbow or stick up a little high, but no penalty called on it. Petrozelli gets to the bench and shaking it off.
Face-off will be to left of Michael Hauser. Just 1 minute into the second period, still tied at 2.
Schaafsma taking the draw.
And the puck comes up to the blue line, quickly in front. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. And Stasiak camped out in front. He turned around and made a shot.
That was
Hauser
McDonald that took the draw, so I don't know if we want him to take that again. We lose it there. They get 2 good shots on net.
So we'll set up same spot to the left of Hauser.
They're going to give him another shot at us. Let's win this one.
McDonald now is going to get kicked out.
No.
And now Desjardins will take it. And Desjardins wins it. Goes back behind the net. Lowney. Far side to Sean Szydlowski. Bouncing puck. They're going to say the puck was played with the hand.
That'll be outside.
So a little slow going here in the second period. A lot of whistles. Just a little over a minute into this. And we'll set up far face-off dot just outside of the Comet blue line.
Kravchenko comes out. Now they're going to change the whole line again. Forwards anyways, for the Comets. Baptista's line, Schaafsma.
Got Maggio over on the far side. Puck is dropped. Toledo with it. Tansey will wheel it in. Going to come up along the near side. That's going to get loose all the way down. That will be...
No, Toledo fired that puck.
Back on the far side. It's going to be Stasiak getting into the Comet zone. Now it's going to go all the way down low in the corner. Stasiak will follow after it. He's met there by 2 Comets. And now we've got a pileup down low here in the corner. On the far side here in the Comet zone. And now it's going to come out to Tansey. He comes back down low to Stasiak. Stasiak puts it out in front. It's poked aside. And now up along the far boards, Maggio gets to it. Maggio on the right side gets past the linesman, and he will scoot it into the Toledo zone. Comets will change it up. Just 2 minutes have gone by here in the second. We're tied at 2. Into the corner, it is Hilbrick back behind the net. Got it taken away by Sean Szydlowski. Now the Comets trying to set something up. To the blue line we come. Cody Soul with a wrister, knocked down by Stasiak. Soul still with another shot. That's also blocked. And back on the near side, Desjardins will take a wide turn. Tries to settle the puck down, gets it over to Szydlowski. He'll send it backwards to Binkley. Now Cody Soul with it. Now Jason Binkley with it on the right side. That's going to be tapped and into the Toledo zone. Nagel plays it around the boards. And all the way down low.
Steals.
He has got it. Sid coming down to the corner. Tries to center it up top of the blue line. Binkley with a shot. Save made by
Nagel. Not a hard shot, but from the point, trying to get it to redirect in front. Nagels reaches out and catches it. That'll kill the play and start her all over again in the Toledo zone. $17:15 to go. Second period. We're tied at 2. Binkley, power play goal at 18-13. Tied her all up for the Comets.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. Marco on the face off. Got Cody Soul and Binkley back to the blue line. And the Comets win it. Thompson to Binkley. Binkley will go back behind the net, comes out to the side of the net, and trapping it is Pat Nagel.
On the side there. Comets win the draw, gets a quick shot to the point, trying to dig it out, but Nagel got the glove down and got the whistle.
We'll set up to the left of Nagel again. And it will be Waugh to take the face-off.
Busiest guys on the ice are the two coaches, changing lines so much.
And it's Waugh and Jenks. And it's going to come into the corner. Hamilton rips it around. Coming up to the blue line. Komets keep it in. Thompson. He'll wheel it around. Petrozelli can't catch up to it, but Bobby Shea is there. All in front of the net. It was Thompson had an opportunity. Knocked away. Now Leonard with it up along the near side. Back behind the net. Bukowski there for Toledo. Coming up, here's Petrozelli with a one-timer. Missed it. Back on the far side, Hamilton and Thompson comes together. Thompson up along the far side. He battles with Jenks. Komets come away with the puck. Up top of the blue line, it is Leonard. He'll take a shot. Tipped in front.
Rebound.
It's loose, and it's knocked into the corner. Walleye pump it off the wall, and that'll clear the zone. Petrozelli back. And now quickly back forward. Going to go down to Nagel. Nagel stops it. Got behind him. And he pokes it aside. Oh, look at this. Pat Nagel slashing Marco Waugh after the play. The puck was laying right there behind Nagel. Yep. Waugh came in to try and poke it, but Nagel took exception of that and slashed Marco Waugh.
Nagel put his hand over the puck, and at the same time, I think Waugh took a little swipe at it and knocked the puck loose. Nagel got upset, and he whacked him. So, if anything, they both got to get a penalty, or he ignores it. So, and it looks like they're going to ignore it.
And we see the replay. The puck was not under Nagel's glove. It was showing. Nagel did not have that puck completely covered. So play actually should have continued. And you see it sitting right there on the side of Nagel's glove. So nothing will come of that. So we skate 5-on-5. So Baptista will take the face-off.
Well, you got two referees on the ice, so neither one of them called it a penalty, so I guess it's not a penalty. So
Baptista and Nastasiak up to the blue line. Culkin coming in, taking a shot. Oh, it's going to go wide up to Baptista. Baptista, backhander on net
again.
Save made by Nagel.
Komets a little pressure right now.
Back into the corner. Schaafsma up top to the blue line, and it's going to be taken away by the Walleye. It's going to come all the way down to the Komet zone. Nastasiak and Culkin, they come together. Got a man out in front. Got the post. Back out in front. Still loose. And Hauser makes the save. Got to get across to the blue paint. Here's another shot. That's knocked away. Sadaway up top to Wilson. Now Nastasiak back over on the far side. Shot. Hauser makes the save. Komets dodging them here in the second.
Innocent play, too. Dumped in the zone. Komet defense gets checked. They take the puck off and throw it out in front, and all heck breaks loose as Toledo goes hungry, goes for the net, rang one off the post, and then Hauser comes up big again. Finally got the puck and got the whistle.
We're tied at 2. 15:46 to go in the second. Face off to the right of Hauser. Hilbrick will take the face off. Kravchenko will be his opponent. Tied up on the circle. Coming down low into the corner. Szydlowski to Cody Soul. Back up along the near side. Desjardins goes to Kravchenko. Cross ring pass on the right side. Szydlowski will get it in forward. Over to Binkley. Couldn't handle the pass on the far boards. It's Connor Crisp getting battled nicely by Binkley on the far side. They both go down. And now the Komets are able to keep it down there. Desjardins working into the corner. Desjardins going to go back behind the net. He's taken off the play. A penalty called.
Feet knocked
Coming up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Nagel never saw it. Delayed call.
Yeah.
And now Crisp will touch it up. Tripping is the call on the Walleye. Power play time. Mo Schmidt goes to the box.
Komets power play time. Cody Soul's having a few things to say to a couple of Toledo players, and he goes to the box. So power play time. Face-off will be in the Toledo zone. Komets another opportunity.
Good hard work by Gabriel Desjardins. Makes that happen.
Yep. Desjardins broke loose behind the net. Wachowski, he chopped the legs out. We get the power play.
Face off to left of Pat Nagel. And here's the puck drop. Going to come up along the far side. Komets here with some space. Coming in is Binkley with a shot. Save made. Rebound. Puts it back in. It goes off the side of the net. Back on the near side. And Nastasiak gets it back into the Komet zone.
Two good chances, Komets.
Hauser leaves it for Culkin. Stasiak gets in his way, but Garrett Thompson trumps back. He picks up the puck. Now Thompson to Binkley. Binkley will move it forward, up along the near side, pushes it in. On the near side, comes up to Marco Wall. Wall drops it back to Culkin. Culkin now ranging to his right. Everybody going with him. Now it is Wall's turn. He'll take a shot. That's deflected, and that gets out of play.
Deflected off a stick, went straight up into the screen. That'll get the whistle. The face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Still a minute and 20 seconds. Power play.
Third power play of the game for the Komets. 1 of 2. Face off to the right of Nagel. Still 1:20 to go on the power play. And Kravchenko will take it. Up top, Bobby Shea with it. Shea takes a shot right into the glove of Nagel.
Again. Bobby Shea, quick wrist shot right to the net. Nagel's able to see it. Thompson in front there wasn't able to get a stick on it. Desjardins moving people around, getting them where he wants them. Trying to get it back to Shea on the point.
Kravchenko on the face-off, top of the circle. Bobby Shea on the left wing, Szydlowski. Now to Shea. Going to return it to Szydlowski, left side, back up top, high slot. Now it's Szydlowski, top of the circle. Got a man down low. It was Schaafsma, tipped wide. On the far side of the blue line, that's going to get out over the stick of Shea. We got 1 minute to go in the power play. Shea goes back behind the nets. Gains his own blue line to Jamie Schaafsma. Now he'll cut it into the offensive zone.
Checked.
It's going to be knocked away and out of play.
Deflected off a stick and went up into the crowd.
Sporkowski turned around and fired it down the length of the ice, but it was tipped and it went up into the seats.
Face-off will be at center ice. Line change by both teams. $13:57 to go. Power play Komets. Still 43 seconds on it.
So Waugh on the face-off. It's Waugh and Crisp from the center line. Komets still on a power play here for 43 seconds. Comes into the Toledo zone. And now kicked back out. Jason Binkley back in his own blue line. Out to Ryan Lowney. Now over to Binkley. Binkley on the right side. Komets still with 30 seconds to work with. Going to be punched into the Toledo zone. Coming into the corner, Obukowski. And Obukowski trying to center it. Comes out in front. And now all the way out.
They dump it down. They got possession. Dumped it down. 15 seconds. Maybe one more rush.
Ryan Lowney goes back behind his goaltender, Hauser. Brings it forward, left side to Waugh. Waugh will push it in. It's going to go off the end boards. Jabbed at by Pat Nagel. Now up along the far side. 2 seconds to go on the power play.
All even. 5 on 5.
Look out, they got a man coming out.
He
Schmidt
got him.
will come out of the box. Coming in on Hauser. He shoots. Missed it wide. On the far side, it's Maggio. Maggio has got it. See if we turn it into an offensive chance here.
Offside.
Nope, offsides.
Got lucky there. The man broke out of the penalty box, and they hit him with a perfect pass. He was able to control the puck inside the blue line. Broke in. Got a pretty good shot on goal. Hauser came out and challenged him. The man was rushed a little bit by the Komet defense. Forced him to shoot quicker than he wanted. We break it even break there.
Face-off will be just outside of the Toledo blue line, near face-off, a far face-off dot, near the Komet bench. Puck is dropped along the far side. Kind of come into the Toledo zone. It's McCarron back in his own end. Giving up on the far side, and it's going to be coming into the Komet zone. Berschbach with it. Berschbach hits the deck, far
Penalty
side.
coming up.
Penalty called on the Komets. Going to be tripping.
I thought the man stepped over the stick and tripped himself instead of Baptista is going to get it. Wasn't offensively motivated. Digging for the puck between the guy's legs. If he steps, he's going to fall. But face-off comes back into the Komet zone. Power play Toledo.
We're still tied at 2. 12:46 to go in the second. Shots on goal are 15-14 in favor of Toledo.
Yeah, we've had a power play. This is their chance on a power play.
And we come up to the blue line after the drop of the puck all the way out. Berschbach races back for it. And now the Walleye to bring it ahead. It's going to be Borkowski into the Komet zone. Back behind the net, it's Hauser. Hauser plays it into the corner. And now back over onto the far side. It's controlled by the Walleye. They work on a power play. It's Borkowski centering, shot wide, and to Cody Soul off the boards and all the way down. Nagel will stop it. Hamilton picks it up for the Walleye. And Hamilton will get to his own blue line, drops it back. Burschback draws the attention of Jamie Schaafsma, gets past him, and now into the Comet zone. It's crisp, gets some pressure from Bobby Shea, goes back behind the net. Thompson is there, Blink takes it off the glass. Now. Walleye with the puck in their own zone. Comets have killed off 1 minute of this power play. Mason Baptista is in the box for tripping as Hamilton will bring it forward. Hits Nastasiak off of his skate. Now he's got to pick it back up all the way back into his own zone. Now up along the near side. Broussard with it. Broussard on the right side. Bring it into the Comet zone.
Offside again.
Offsides will be the call.
Nice play, Schaafsma, to force the man to the boards. That it made him hesitate, and everybody couldn't stop. The offside forces a face-off outside. 45 seconds. Power play, Toledo.
Face-off will be just outside of the Comet blue line. And the puck rolls in the Comet zone. Cody Soul is there quickly, jams it off the glass and all the way down. Stopping it is Pat Nagel. Walleye still with 34 seconds to go on the power play. They're 1 of 1 tonight as Nastasiak brings it forward. Jason Binkley's there, couldn't get off his skate. In front of the net, knocked away. Loose puck along the near side. Again. Up to the blue line. It's Hilbrick. Hilbrick eyeing a shot. He's going to give it up. Nastasiak back up. Here's a shot. Goes wide on the near side. It's Bonus. Bonus back up top to Tansey. Tansey to Bonus on the right side. 10 seconds on the power play. Shot save made. Rebound is going to go on the far boards. Racing forward is Binkley, and he'll get rid of it.
Down. That'll do it. Less than 5, 3, 2, 1. 5 on 5 again. Even. Nice job, guys.
On the far side, it is Mason Baptista. Now it's going to go to Sadaway. He'll bank it off the wall. Comets come back the other way. It's Baptista on the left side. He's on sides, taking a shot, and it goes on the far boards. Now tripped on the play is Sean Szydlowski. Fans want to call. Not going to happen. We're coming back the other way. Ryan Lowney off the wall. Bouncing puck going to come to the center line, and it's rolling again, coming into the Comet zone. Comets control it. And on the far side, quick pass to Mason Baptista. He gets it. He comes across, drops it off. Here's Desjardins coming in. He's double teamed. Loose puck coming in front. It's Culkin with a shot. Save made. Rebound. We've got
rebound. Here it is. Baptista.
Score! Yeah. Gabriel Desjardins.
Finally broke loose. Desjardins got himself where he could get a clean shot off, and he flipped it up to the goaltender as he was down and sprawled to one side. Good pressure. Szydlowski, Desjardins, and Culkin all involved in the play as the Comets put the pressure on and break it, tie it, go ahead 3-2.
Comets never giving up on that play. Gabriel Desjardins.
I'm at 10:01. Desjardins will get the goal.
And another one to his total. Leads the league in scoring here in the playoffs. He was the team's MVP as Gabriel Desjardins makes it a 3-2 hockey game. Here in the second, halfway point has been reached. And as the puck comes into the Toledo zone, Kravchenko looking for more, goes off the side of the net, now in front. And now it's coming back the other way quickly. Walleye in transition on the right side. It's Kyle Bonus. Bonus over far boards, tipped, and into the corner. It's Bobby Shea. Shea to Baptista. Cross ring pass, going to find Leonard, and out of the zone. Rolling puck going to come into the Toledo end. And it's McCarron on the near side, grabs the blue line. Quickly into the Comet zone. Going to come into the corner. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea up along the near side. Backhander will get out. Tansey will make sure it doesn't go very far. He'll get to the center ice logo. Now his pass knocked down. Now to Broussard. And now back into the Comet zone. Dan Maggio has got it for the Comets. He goes down the right side. He's going to flip it in. And out along the far side. Cut off on the play. Hilbrick will bring it into the Comet zone. Hilbrick comes across there offside.
Play offside. Comets got it.
And now back into the Toledo zone. Broussard, he owns it up along the far boards. They'll come across. Here's Crisp. They got a man breaking. Here's a shot. It goes wide. It rims all the way to the blue line. Komets pick it up. Marco Wall on the left side. Tries to get it to the blue line and does, and into the Toledo territory. Brett Broussard is there. Turns the corner. Back on the far side. Jamie Schaafsma with it. And now the Komets turn it back the other way. Marco Wall gets it tapped out by Tansey. That'll get out of play, and we will take a break. 3-2 Komets. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors that IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
8:32 to go here in the second. The Komets have regained the lead, 3-2. Gabriel Desjardins with the goal.
His sixth of the season, the playoffs. Culkin, Baptista get the assists on it. Face off at center ice. 8:32 to go. We're playing 5 against 5.
Shots are even up at 16. As we come out to center ice, Kravchenko. Back to Culkin. That's going to be dished into the Toledo zone. Stopping it is Nagel. Nagel coming up along the near side. Nastasiak grabs it for Toledo. Going to go back behind the net. Albo Schmidt up along the far side. Tries to get it to Sadaway. We're down here in the Toledo zone. Garrett Thompson racing for it here in the corner. Couldn't get to it. Tansey now banks it off the glass and out. Culkin, last man back for the Komets. He'll get there. Going to go back behind the nets, and it's Ryan Lowney. Up along the far side, here's Kravchenko with it. Kravchenko to his own blue line. Over to Culkin. Culkin will cross the line. On the left side, taking a shot. That'll go wide. Back on the far side, it's Desjardins. Keeping it in. Down in the corner, Petruzzelli tries to center it. Got a man. It is Desjardins. Coming down low into the corner. Nothing there. Up top, blue line. Leonard, far side point. Now Bobby Shea, far boards. In front. Here's it's knocked away, and now into the corner, and Desjardins banks it off the end board. Sean Szydlowski will pick it up. Szydlowski on the far side tries to go up to the blue line and does, but it's going to be intercepted, and the Walleye have got it. Sadaway all the way back into his own zone. Komets lead at 3-2. Try a long stretch pass into the Komet zone. Bonus comes down into the corner. And now Bonus. He's wrapped up by Leonard. Back behind the net. Look out, it's Jenks. Jenks held up by Bobby Shea. Goes on the far side. Coming down to the corner. Leonard is there. Pumps it off the wall, and it's Mason Baptista. Turn to the corner. Komets got numbers. Got to hustle on back.
Dump it in.
Baptista on the near side, and that's what he does. We go back behind the net for Jamie Schaafsma. Schaafsma on the far side. Pinned up against the boards with Obakowski. Obakowski battles. Comes up to the blue line. Cody Soul, far side. And now Obakowski has got it again. He sends it to Jenks. Jenks to the center line. He'll come across on the far side, takes a shot, and it's going to go right into the glove of Hauser, and he'll snag it.
6:38 to go. Komets in control right now as their forechecking is really pinned the Toledo mostly in their zone. And then through the center ice zone, the Komets defense backing off a bit and making sure they play zone defense against them. Keep them in front so they can't get behind you. Face off in the Komet zone.
To the right of Hauser.
Wall will take the draw, loses it.
And it comes up to the blue line. Wilson up along the far side, going to be tipped into the corner. Crisp, he's got it. And it comes up top of the circle. Here's a shot. That's going to ricochet around. It's going to come down into the corner. Broussard will pick it up back behind the net. Got Binkley on him. Goes up to the blue line. Puck is going to be juggled for a moment, but it's still going to be now going to be sent back into the Komet, deep in the Komet zone, now out of play.
Yeah, they're saying it went off a Toledo player. That'll force the face-off outside the zone. Good call, linesman on the play. Referee called it too.
Shots are even up at 16. 3-2. Komets with the lead on the scoreboard. It's game 6. Komets with the 3-2 series lead. Kravchenko and Crisp will take the face-off. And it comes all the way into the Komet zone. Leonard over to Bobby Shea. Shea gets it over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson into the Toledo zone. Back into the corner. Here's McDonald. McDonald up along the far side trying to go to the point, but it's picked off. Crisp has got it. Leonard knocks it back the other way. And now back into the Komet zone. Up along the far side, McDonald will find. Here he comes. He'll come across the line. McDonald going to come into the corner, trying to put it in front. Kravchenko taking off the play hard.
Wiped out pretty good.
And now Broussard will bring it ahead. Broussard on the right side, taking a shot. That'll go wide. That's going to find the screen.
That was deflected off of somebody and went up into the screen, so the faceoff will stay inside. Yep. Yeah, Komets had a bit of a 2-on-1 break as the Komet winger went wide. He tried to throw it back to Kravchenko, who was cutting across in front, and as the puck came, the defender got a hold of him and was able to get him off balance and flip him a little bit, and no play on it.
Face off to the left of Michael Hauser here in the Komet zone. It's Baptista and Nastasiak on the draw. And into the corner, Culkin. Leaves it for Lowney. Lowney up along the near side. Gets it out. Petrozelli chasing after it. And it's going to come all the way into the Toledo zone. Tansey off the backhand. Playing around on the near side. Tipped all the way out. And the Walleye turned the corner. Now the Komets. Nice job there at the blue line. Get rid of the puck on the far side. Szydlowski and Tansey. They come together. And Szydlowski, he controls it. Up along the far boards. Baptista now. He'll punch it in. Nagel will stop it. Back behind the net. And now on the far side, Tansey has got it. Goes down the middle of the ice, finds Nastasiak. Poked aside by Culkin. Now Maggio's there on the far boards. He gets it to Waugh. Waugh will come across. He's outnumbered as he crosses over. Now he spins around, backhander. He'll dump it all the way in. Desjardins will scoop it up. Desjardins on the far side. Desjardins finds a point man. It's Cody Soul. Here's a shot. It's tipped. It goes wide. Binkley on the other end. Puts it right back in. That's knocked away by Sadaway. And now back below the goal line, it's Tansey. Puts it out in front. Desjardins with a shot. And it was knocked away. Back up to Cody Soul.
Again.
Soul spins it around the boards. Bukowski will get rid of it. Cody Soul reaches to it, gets to the blue line. And now tipped back into the Komet zone. Binkley back with it. Far side. Here's Maggio with it. And now Maggio, him and Bonus, they tangle. Loose puck, Binkley is there. Plays it ahead, knocked down. Bukowski back into the Komet zone. Birschbach on the right side. Birschbach got a man cutting. Nice job by Maggio. He'll tie him up, and now it's going to be Schaafsma with it. Schaafsma on the backhand. Gets it back into the Toledo zone. Coming in is McDonald. He was racked up by Bukowski. Now Bukowski rips McDonald off the play up along the far side here in the Toledo zone. Now the Walleye coming back the other direction. Hamilton on the right side. Here's a shot. Hauser the save. And we go back behind the net. On the far side, Jamie Schaafsma off of his skates. And now back into the Toledo zone. On the near side, it's Crisp to Hilbrick. He'll come across the line. Gives it up to Crisp. Crisp will take a shot. That's going to ricochet wide. McCarron on the far side. He is checked down by Kravchenko. On the far boards, it is Hilbrick here in the Komet zone. Coming into the corner. Hilbrick. Still on the play. Here's a shot. They got a man in front. Tipped. And going to just creep over the line.
Good defense in front, helping Hauser out.
McCarron takes a wide turn. Gets it into the Komet zone here on the near side corner. Going to come off the wall, and it's going to be gloved down by Borkowski. Back into the Toledo zone. Bo Schmidt. And now he gives it up over to Tansey. Now a quick pass forward to Nastasiak on the right wing. He'll push it into the Komet zone. Here's Leonard. Over onto the far boards. Now Komets have the puck. Culkin, Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski backhander into the Toledo zone. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Komets up by a goal. Up top of the blue line, Ryan Lowney. Culkin, left side, taking a shot. Save made by Nagel. And he'll hang on to it. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with corporate housing systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousinsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
This is Comet Hockey.
2:40 to go here in the second. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. Now we've got a conference here with the officials right on the face-off dot.
Yeah, they're all involved in it. Now they're going to have to go explain to the referees or to the coaches what's going on.
Face-off is to the right of Pat Nagel. 2:40 to go in the second. Komets up by a goal, 3-2. And here's the puck drop, and the Walleye get it. Back on the far side, Mbach and Lowney come together. And it is going to come off the stick of Baptista and into the Toledo zone. Played up along the near side. And Borkowski coming into the corner. Up along the far side, Mbach with it. Mbach feeds it ahead. Going to come out to the center line where the Walleye control it. On the near boards. Komets drop back. Here's Ryan Lowney. Lowney, look out. Going to bank it off the inboard. Sadoway chase it over to it. Back on the far side. Gets away from Petrozelli. Now he lost the puck. Ryan Culkin is there. And now Culkin to Baptista. Baptista drops it off to Culkin. And Culkin will get it into the Toledo zone. Culkin coming into the corner. Hamilton will spin it off the board. Sadoway is there. And now we go back behind the net. Hamilton again moves it ahead. 1:46 to go in the second, and into the Comet zone it's played. Into the corner, Cody Soul. Up along the far side, Ryan Culkin trying to get there. And now Cody Soul goes back behind the net. Soul goes off the wall, stopped by Birchbeck, not for long. Schaafsma's got it, Comet's got numbers, 3-on-2. Coming across, here is Maggio. Backhander goes wide, far side wall, puts it right out in front. Comets with it again, another shot, save made, rebound, scramble for it. Far side, Cody Soul. Leonard with it at the blue line, dishes down low. Here Maggio. Is Maggio with it. Spins it around off the boards. Chasing after it is Leonard. Leonard into the corner here on the near side. Leonard.
Pressure Komets.
Back on the far boards. In front. Oh, they had Waugh. And Nagel got in the way. Walleye coming back the other way. Birchbeck got it tipped. Marco Waugh is there. Waugh far side. Running after it is Thompson. He'll get there. Thompson cutting the net. Here's a shot. It goes wide. Back on the near side. Thompson to Kravchenko. Kravchenko back behind, in front, and shown Szydlowski. Oh, Nagel never saw the pass. Back up. Soul, another shot. That rings off the pads of Pat Nagel. Far side, 35 seconds to play in the period. Komets buzzing. Komets still with it. Backhander, Nagel. Glove it down.
Szydlowski doing everything he could to get a good clean shot, but they're all over him. He finally goes to his backhand and lets one go. Nagel's able to catch it, but Szydlowski, they're checking him very, very closely tonight. 28 seconds. Faceoff will stay in the Toledo zone. Komets with a lot of pressure in the last 2 minutes here.
Faceoff will go to the left of Pat Nagel. 3-2, Komets with the lead. And it's McDonald on the faceoff. McDonald and Hilbrick. And Bo Schmidt will go back below the goal line. And now on the near side. Connor Crisp with it into the zone. Bo Schmidt is there. He collides with three Komets up along the far side. Schmidt fighting for it with Cody Soul. 10 seconds to go in the period. We got a big pileup down here in the corner. McDonald will get to it. He'll fish it out. Goes to Desjardins. He takes a peek at the clock. 4 seconds to play. Feathers it ahead up along the near side. And there's the horn. After 40 minutes of play here in Game 6, the Komets are going to go into the final intermission here in regulation up by a goal.
Yeah, they outshoot them 12-6 in that period. Did a pretty good job, 21-17 game total. So they've outshot them in the game. They've outscored them. Desjardins at 10:01 of that second period. That gave them the 3-2 lead, but I thought they checked real well. Just kept Toledo all balled up, really never got anything going. And it's probably one of the first periods that they protected Hauser back there and did not give Toledo those quality shots on goal that they got in the first period. So a few adjustments made during that second period, and it worked for the Komets. Got a 1-goal lead. Big third period coming up.
Now, I think the discussion there, Robbie, before we came out of right after we came out of that timeout and had the face-off, I believe there was an announcement. I believe debris was being thrown on the ice, and the referee was warning the crowd that if it happens again, that the Komets would be assessed a minor penalty.
Okay.
So I believe that is what happened there. So, Komet fans, if you're listening, let's keep it cool in the stands.
You're not supposed to throw things. That endangers both players. So you just have to slip on one of those, and you could be out for the year.
Oh, there we go. See, we got some explanation from Joe Ernst. It wasn't. It was actually from the video board. We play a clip from Herb Brooks blowing the whistle. So that was confusing the officials. So that's what they said to do. So we have our headphones up here, folks. So we don't exactly know. We kind of thought that was the idea, but we wouldn't have guessed that it was from the scoreboard. But that is the case. But anyway, we'll take care of that. No penalties. We'll figure it out. All right, 3-2. That is the score. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Steve, you're new, so why don't you start us off? Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Steve, and I'm a homebody. Hi, I went to Partners First Federal Credit Union. Partners First? Yeah, Partners First. They're so convenient with 10 locations in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. They made it so easy to not only get my hands on the right financing for our new home, they even offered me $400 off closing costs, which was just nuts. Call, click, or stop in for complete details. The $400 off closing costs is a limited time offer. Standard underwriting guidelines along with additional restrictions apply. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured through the NCUA. And MLS number 405819.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the middle of Game 6. Komets lead this best-of-7 series 3-2, and that's what we have on the scoreboard right now. 3-2, Komets have got the lead. Let's take a look at what has transpired so far here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling and arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Toledo had 11 in the first, 6 in the second for a two-period total of 17. Komets put 9 on the first period and then 12 in the second for a two-period total of 21. Recapping the scoring, Komets got going at 6:01 of the first period. Mason Baptista, his second of the playoffs. Stan Maggio and Jamie Schaafsma with the assist. Then Toledo, they would get 2 on the board to take the lead. Zach Nastasiak is first of the playoffs. 14:27 was the time. Broussard and Hilbrick the assist, and that was on the power play. Then Broussard at 16:46 of the second period, his third of the playoffs. Crisp and Hilbrick the assist. And then the Komets would even things up at the end of the first period at 18:13. Binkley, his second of the playoff season, and Maggio and Culkin the assist. That too was on the power play. And then Gabriel Desjardins, the leading scorer in the ECHL during the Kelly Cup playoffs, his sixth goal of the playoffs. 10:01 was the time. Culkin and Szydlowski with the assist. Komets 1 of 3 on the power play. Toledo, they are 1 of 2. 6 minutes on 3 infractions for Toledo. The Komets 4 minutes on 2 infractions. Taking a look at the goaltenders, Pat Nagel, 21 shots, 18 saves. Michael Hauser, 17 shots on 15 saves. And that says a look at what has happened here tonight. So we will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Hey you, it's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway, make it what you want.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angle. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. It is game number 6, Central Division Finals. Komets have the lead in the series 3-2, and that's what we have on the scoreboard, 3-2. Komets with the lead. Taking a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Well, not much of a scoreboard because we're the only game happening right now because all the other series in the Kelly Cup playoffs, they have wrapped up. First, let's take a look at the eventual opponent for the winner of this series. It is going to be the Colorado Eagles. They are the defending Kelly Cup champions, and they bested the Idaho Steelheads in 4 straight games to get back to the Western Conference Finals, where they are still trying to defend their Kelly Cup championship from a year ago, and they are waiting for either the Komets or the Toledo Walleye. In the Eastern Conference, one of the series wrapped up last night. It was a 3-overtime affair at Manchester as Adirondack, they win the game 3-2. They win the series 4-2. And then in the South Division Finals, the Florida Everblades, They swept Atlanta in their first round series, and they take the second round by a margin of 4-1 over the Orlando Solar Bears. And so the Florida Everblades will face off with the Adirondack Thunder. Florida, they will have home ice in that series. So the Komets and the Walleye, they have battled for 6 tough games. The first game of this series went for the Komets 5-3 at the Huntington Center. It was 2-1 the next night in Toledo. That gave us a series of 1-1. Then last Wednesday, it was a heartbreaker for the Komets. Toledo came away with the victory 4-3 after the Komets having the lead late in that game. Losing it, Toledo scored 2 goals late in the third to take game number 3. The Komets would get even in the 4th game of the series here at the Coliseum, 3-1. And then the big swing game last Saturday in Toledo. Komets win that one by a 4-1 margin. That set up the showdown, what we currently have right now. It is a deciding game 6. The Walleye are pressed up against the wall, facing elimination as the Komets looking to move on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 2 years. But the Komets have got 20 more minutes yet to play, and things have gone very well. Walleye came out. They got 2 goals in the first. The Komets settled down there in the second, took advantage of their opportunities. And Gabriel Desjardins, right now, if you had to pick a playoff MVP, it's probably him. He leads the league in scoring, and he picked up a big goal, just picking up the trash in front of the net. A big scramble. Desjardins finally got on it and got it past Pat Nagel. But the back check in front of Michael Hauser has been excellent tonight. And that's what I'm sure that Coach Gary Graham is preaching. You got to go back and defend your goaltender, but you got to also keep moving forward and start and keep getting pucks to the net, and everything is going to be just fine here tonight. But Walleye, they know they have got 20 minutes left in their season, quite possibly, if they don't tie this game up and take the lead. So the Komets, we're going to sweat this one out going to the third period. Komets 3, Toledo 2. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We're in the middle of the second intermission here at the Coliseum, and it has been a good hockey game. We knew Toledo coming out desperate, facing elimination. They came out and got 2 goals in the first period, but not before the Komets would get one on the board first. Mason Baptista started the scoring off, then Toledo would rattle off 2 straight, only for Jason Binkley to tie it up at the tail end of the first at 18-13, and then the Komets right now, the go-ahead goal belongs to Gabriel Desjardins. his 6th of the playoffs. 10:01 was the time. Comet fans, come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guest of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 444-2788. And it's never too late to learn how to skate. The Sport One Parkview Ice House offers programs to ages 3 and up. Visit icesports.com/Fort Wayne to see a list of their upcoming Learn to Skate classes. Register today. And Comet fans, if you are not a Comet season ticket holder, they are now on sale for next season. The 2018-2019 season tickets are on sale, and you can get some early bird discounts by buying them now. Just call the Comet office at 483-0011 or just go to Komets.com and learn all about the advantages of becoming a Comet season ticket holder. We get discounts all over the place, along with get some discounts on your season tickets as well. So a lot of benefits to becoming a Comet season ticket holder. Again, go to Komets.com and find out all about early bird pricing going on right now. And if you don't follow the Komets on Facebook and or Twitter, do that now, because at the end of each game, you get the Lancia Homes official game recap. Then go to LanciaHomes.com to start building your custom home today. We'll take one more break. The third period is coming up. Komets lead at 3-2. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
Welcome to Tim Hortons. What can I get for you two?
I'll take a latte.
Ooh la la. Since when do you drink lattes?
Since Tim's introduced handcrafted lattes, using freshly ground premium espresso beans, water heated to exacting precision, and sumptuously steamed milk forming a velvety blanket of delicious foam.
You better make that 2 lattes.
Introducing new handcrafted lattes, starting at $2.29 from your neighborhood Tim Hortons. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim's. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spees Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We're set to go for the third period. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. 3-2 Komets with the lead. We start up period 5-on-5, and here we go.
Best third period of the season right now, guys.
Puck is going to come all the way down to the Toledo zone. Hamilton going to go back behind the nets. He's met there by Gabriel Desjardins. Desjardins in the corner, fighting for it, comes up, and the Komets have got it. John Szydlowski goes off the referee's skates, coming into the corner. Now Desjardins up along the near side. Binkley gives it a jab. It's going to be up along the near boards. And now it's going to be brought by Hilbrook. Hilbrook across the line. Going to come into the corner. Jason Binkley chasing after it. Now it comes back there, and Cody Soul trying to get to it. Binkley will now pop it upstairs to the blue line. Hamilton with a shot. That goes wide. It's going to go up along the far side. Desjardins floats it forward. Chris back for the Walleye. And he gets it back out to the center ice logo. Schmidt with it. Will bring it into the Komet zone. Knocked away. Back out to the blue line. Now Jenks will get it deep into the Komet zone. Stopped by Hauser. Here's Jason Binkley going back behind the net. Binkley puts it onto the tape of Cody Soul. Flipped forward all the way down. We got a race for it. And yes, indeed, icing is the call.
Yes. Wow, he fell on the play. He almost beat the man to it, but he fell in the race, and the icing is called. Comes back into the Fort Wayne zone. We played 1 minute and 9 seconds. No shots on goal. Keep them going, guys.
Komets lead this by 1. Face off to the right of Michael Hauser. Jenks will take the face off with Marco Waugh.
Yeah, we've done pretty good in the draws, but we got to continue to be focused on them.
And it goes to Cody Soul back on the far boards. Garrett Thompson with it. He'll skate with it. Thompson sends it into the Toledo zone. Back on the near side, and no icing. Yes, we got an icing late call there. Pat Nagel was wondering where the whistle was.
Yeah, that's what he was in there. The linesman did call it, but he called it late on it.
So we'll march on down, have another drop in the Komet zone.
Face off back in the Komet zone. Waugh stay there. The same line for the Komets will stay on the ice.
To the left of Hauser. And it's Waugh on the face-off with Jenks. And the Komets come away with the puck into the neutral zone. Right side, Petrozelli. Drops it back. Thompson on the right side taking a shot. Nagel will make the save. Yep. Komets trying to get a screen in front of him.
Yeah, Petrozelli and Thompson come across the blue line. They finally got the puck to Thompson. Petrozelli headed for the net for the screen. Thompson took the shot, but Nagel saw it. Line change, face off in Toledo zone now. Maggio out there. Baptista at center.
Face-off will be to the left of Pat Nagel. Komets win it. Maggio to the blue line. Lowney taking a shot. That's going to be deflected. Going to go far side. Now back off the side of the net. Now back behind the net. Poked aside. Loose puck. Maggio racing over to it. He battles with Schmidt. Goes up along the far boards. Borkowski is there as well for the Walleye. Now back down low. It's going to be chipped all the way around on the near side. Lowney coming in. He'll stop it with his skates. And now it's going to be pushed back all the way below the goal line. Schmidt on the far side for Toledo. Sends it back out. Look out. Sadaway, he'll pick it up. He gets behind the D, taking a shot. Save made by Hauser. Excellent job by Lowney. Sadaway could have came in all alone, but Lowney just enough to slow him down.
Yeah, he got back and cut him off. That forced him to zigzag, and that took the strength out of the shot he was going to let go. Hauser was able to play it with the stick and deflect it up into the glass.
Face off to the left of Michael Hauser. 17:57 to go in the third. Komets 3, Toledo 2. Puck into the corner. Cody Soul pushing it around the near side. It's going to get out, and that'll be another icing on the Komets.
They're going to pinch in. They're going to try to pinch us in our own zone. We just got to make sure we clear the zone. But more face-offs, more chances. So we want to be able to come out as clean as we can. Win the draw cleanly, and we should be able to make 2 quick passes and get out of the zone.
To the left of Michael Hauser we go. Dennis Kravchenko in the drop with Hilbrick. And far side, Gabriel Desjardins. He'll skate away with it on the far side, trying to get around Schmidt. Drops it back to the blue line. Komets are off sides. Now Szydlowski back into the Toledo zone. Tansey up along the left wing. Jason Binkley is right there. He rattles it back into the Toledo zone. And now Schmidt will go back behind the net. Schmidt gives it a look. Feeds it forward. Going to be tipped all the way into the Komet zone. Cody Soul is back there. Now to Desjardins on the far side. Flattens the puck out, and he hits Kravchenko. through the neutral zone. Back up along the far side. Trapped there. Gets it to Cody Soul. His pass is blocked. Hilbrick trying to chip it out and does. But Cody Soul is back there. Puts it onto the tape of Bobby Shea. Now Garrett Thompson with it. He'll cut across the line here in Toledo territory. On the near side. Reaching for it is Marco Waugh. Now back behind the net. Garrett Thompson with it. Thompson on the far side. Comes down to the corner. It's tapped out, and it's going to go to Nagel, and he'll trap it.
Yeah. Thompson didn't have much of a play to do. He spun around and threw it at the net, and Waugh was in front there, tried to get at it, but the defenseman was all over him. Nagels reached out, got the play, and killed it. Face-off stays in Toledo zone. Control the play, guys. Control the play.
Face-off to the right of Pat Nagel. And it's Jenks and Marco Waugh up along the far side. Thompson back down low to Waugh. Waugh coming in the corner. Coming to the net they are. Pass is tipped. Nagel can't control it.
Point man.
To the blue line. Bobby Shea coming in. Eyeing a shot. Now coming into his right. Nothing there. Now he comes all the way down low in the corner. And he lost the handle on it. And now the Walleye, it's Jenks on the left side. Flipping it in on Hauser. He'll make the stop. Tricky little play there.
Yeah, skipped on him, went up into his belly. But he had the pads closed. Held on to the rebound, no mess. Face-off will stay in the Komets zone. Line change by both teams again. Keep them fresh.
Face-off to the right of Michael Hauser. 16:27 to go in the third. Komets 3, Toledo 2. To the right of Michael Hauser. Borkowski on the drop. On the near side, coming into the corner. And now back behind the nets. Borkowski runs it down. Tries to cycle it around, back behind the net. Sadoway is in there. Baptista battles. And Sadoway up along the far side. Culkin takes him off the play. Puck rolling around up along that far side. Still down in the Komet zone. Now it's going to creep deeper into the corner. Here's Ryan Lowney. Punches it off the wall. That'll get to the neutral zone. And now back into the Toledo end. Hamilton back with it on the far side. Trying to go to Nastasiak and does. Nastasiak, nothing there. He's got to drop it back into his own zone. Obukowski going to go off the stick of Borkowski and into the Komet end.
Come on out. Come on out. They're going to change.
Ryan Lowney has got the puck.
Wide open.
Far side to Desjardins. And now picked back up across the line. Here's a shot. Save made. Garrett Thompson put it on net. Or McDonald put it on net.
Yeah, good shot. They broke out of their own zone. Toledo was making a line change, and Lowney, he saw that. He just headed straight up the ice, threw the puck up to the McDonald, who took a quick shot from inside the blue line. Clear the zone as fast as you can, safest way.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel. McDonald and Hilbrick coming up to the blue line. Here's Cody Soul off the skate of Desjardins. Passed it behind him. Binkley comes over. He'll keep it in. Up along the far side. Now it's going to creep over the line. Komets are offside.
Szydlowski thought he had it on the blue line, but skipped out. Face-off will just come outside the blue line. No harm done.
Face-off will come just outside of the Toledo blue line. Puck is dropped, goes along the far boards, and it's McDonald. Lost the puck, and the Walleye bring it forward. Broussard into the Komet zone, going to come into the corner. Binkley and Cody Soul back down there. Crispin there as well. Now it comes up. Here's a shot, and knocked down, and coming up to the blue line. It's going to go across the line, and the Walleye have got to get back on sides. 5 minutes has passed here in the third period. Komets still holding the lead. Walleye back in their own zone. We've got a hand pass.
Toledo to Toledo. .55 to go. Third period. Pretty tight checking right now. Shots on goal. The Komets have had 2, and Toledo's had 2. No real good scoring chances. A lot of scrambles around the net. Face off just outside Toledo blue line.
Marco Waugh and A.J. Jenks about to duel in the face-off circle. Goes along the far boards, and the puck goes along the far side. Kyle Bonus went down. Gets back up. Berschbach will flip it into the Komet zone. On the far side, Garrett Thompson gets it to the blue line. Turn it around. On the play is Petrozelli. He'll scoot it forward. Now back on the near side. Petrozelli trying to keep it down here in the corner.
Good hustle by Petrozelli on the play.
Up to Bobby Shea. Here's a shot. Nagel the save.
And he got it in the pads. That's a quick shot from the point. Bobby Shea scooted up there, let the quick wrist shot go right to the net. Nagel's got the pads closed. He wasn't sure he had it, but it was tucked in there tight. Petrozelli, nice forechecking by the rookie.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. 14:29 to go in the third. Komets 3, Toledo 2. Komets now will reset. We got Kravchenko.
Szydlowski out there.
Puck is dropped. It goes to Wilson in the corner. Plays it off the wall. And now Nastasiak to Borkowski. They'll come across. Here's a shot. Save made. Had Sadoway break into the net. Now on the far side. Sadoway with it. Nastasiak chops it up along the wall. Borkowski being chased by Lowney. Lowney gets the knee in on him, trying to hold him up along that far side. Now it comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. That's deflected. Desjardins grabs it, and with a little bit of space, he'll send it down the length of the ice. No icing on the play.
Icing on the play. Nice defense.
Wilson ahead. Loose puck. Komets have got it. Baptista across the line.
The shot.
We'll take it. Save made by Nagel. Coming into the corner. Sean Szydlowski to the blue line. Cody Soul. Here's a shot. Nagel the save.
It's on the net again.
Back on the far boards. Jamie Schaafsma. Brassard couldn't get to it. Now it's going to be Maggio with it. He'll get to it. Right the blue line. He's stopped there. And now the Walleye bringing it back the other way. Brassard across the line. He gets decked by Jamie Schaafsma. Coming into the corner, far side, Schaafsma with the puck, leading the break. He will find Cody Soul. Soul will flip it in. He'll jab it in on Nagel. That got on the blocker, and that's going to get out of play.
Yeah. Nagel's just hit the blocker and made it go up in the air. Went to the angle, into the screen. Face-off will stay in the zone. Komets line change.
13:16 to go in the third. Face-off to the right of Nagel.
Schaafsma, a nice check.
Ryan Lowney on the face-off. Or check that, Marco Waugh. Can't see my numbers down there. Puck is dropped, goes back behind the net. Now on the near side, it is Crisp. Crisp will unload the puck back into the Komet zone. Stopping it is going to be Hauser. Leonard off the glass. That'll get loose on the near side. Thompson gets it back in the Toledo zone. Going to come into the corner. And now back behind the net. Obakowski to Brassard on the far side. Brassard has Hilbert down the middle of the ice. Chopped at by Bobby Shea and wheeled into the Komet end. Walleye on a line change as Leonard picks up the puck. Leonard to his own blue line.
Turn over, dump it in, attaboy.
Flips it in, going to come into the corner. Here's Waugh and Schmidt back up along the near side. And now Hamilton moves it out to Bonus. Bonus on the left wing into the Komet zone. Bonus circles around here in the corner. Got a man. Here's a shot. Save made. Put it right back in. That goes through the blue paint. Komets have the puck. Binkley off the wall. And it's going to get out.
Two good chances, two good shots, two good saves right there by Hauser.
Jenks back over to Tansey in his own zone. Avoids a poke check from Szydlowski. Now Tansey will bring it ahead. Coming across the line, Tansey going to go back behind. He's in front, and Kravchenko has got it.
We got a penalty coming against the Komets, I believe. Hooking, it's going to be called.
So a power play coming up for Toledo. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Toledo on a power play, down by a goal, up along the far side here in the Komet zone. The Komets
nice play.
Cleared out. Dennis Kravchenko in the box for hooking. Nagel quickly forward to Jenks. He'll flip it in. Komets chasing after it. Petrozelli down the wall, taking off the play. Oh, look at this. Jenks pops Bobby Shea right in the face. No call. It's going to come all the way down. Pat Nagel to stop it. Tansey going back behind the net. Tansey to his own blue line. On the right side. McCarron brings it across. Ryan Lowney is right there. Tosses it back down to Nagel with 1 minute to go on the power play. Tansey going back behind the net. Tansey right down the middle of the ice. Finds Nastasiak coming across the line. Dropping it off to Bonus. Now give and go. Back down low to Nastasiak. Now it's Bonus with it. Stick handling back behind the net. Put it out in front. Knocked away. And it's a loose puck coming up along the near side. Komets have got it. Unloaded it. Here's Marco Wall racing down. Back on the far side. Cut off by Tansey here into the Toledo zone. Broussard will pick it up with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Broussard across the line. It's Popchuk. The Komets have got it. 2-on-1. Here we go.
Take advantage.
Over Baptista, shot and a save made. And Nagel will keep it going.
Couldn't get it up, got in too tight.
Back on the near side. Desjardins still with it, down to 15 seconds to go on the power play.
Crowd's into it now.
Ahead we come, Komets shorthanded. Dropping it back, Baptista winding up. Here's a shot, save made.
Nagel.
Back behind the net, 4 seconds to go on the power play. Up in front of the net, taken away.
All even, 5-on-5.
Back
Great
off
job.
the glass. And it's Mbach with it. His pass is blocked. Baptista's got it. He's going to come in. He shoots. Missed it wide.
He was being checked, but he couldn't get the puck on the net.
Back on the far side. Look out. Toledo coming back the other way. Right
Wide
side,
open
Sadaway.
right now. Slow it down,
and
guys.
it's picked up by Sean Szydlowski.
They got a 2-on-1 again.
2-on-1. Szydlowski and Schaafsma. Szydlowski coming in. He shoots. Save
Got the
made.
shot.
Back on the far side. Under 10 to play. Komets have got it. With it again. It's Schaafsma coming into the corner. Schaafsma on the near side. Pushed off the play. Schaafsma still with it. He tangles up with Mbach. Now on the left side, it is Obakowski. Gonna come up along the left wing and now into the Komet zone. Ryan Culkin back behind the net. Culkin ahead to Schaafsma. And Schaafsma will feather it in.
Keep checking, guys.
Back behind the net, Nagel pushes it around the near side. And now out to the center line. Jenks will get to it. He'll come across the line. And sliding forward is Cody Soul into the corner.
Nice
Back
play.
on the near side. And it's going to be brought forward by Maggio. Maggio on the near side. He stood up on the play. And the puck going to come into the Walleye zone. That'll be an icing.
They call it the icing. Great job killing off the 2-minute penalty, and then a great job, couple of chances scoring. Couldn't put the puck in. Nagel's his 2 best saves of the game, and Kravchenko a body check that knocked everybody flying. Great action right now. 8:41 to go, third period. We're up by 1. Komets.
Face off to the right of Michael Hauser here in the Komet zone. And it's Jenks on the face-off. Komets with it. Soul up along the far side, gets it out. It's going to trickle into the Toledo zone. Wilson with the puck down the middle of the ice. Now moving to his right. And it's going to be knocked away back onto the opposite side. And now into the Komet zone. Komets back on D. It's Bobby Shea with it. Shea on the far side. And now Borkowski with it. He'll move it forward. Stood up on the play by Leonard. And now back the other way. Comes out to the center line. Baptista taking Sadaway off the puck. And now it goes back in the Walleye zone. Tansey back to Sadaway. And that's Bo Schmidt. Now it's tipped into the Komet zone. Going to go off the end boards. Left Bobby Shea. Wheels it up along the near side. Desjardins trying to get to it. Now to Baptista. Cross rink pass. And it's Petrozelli with it. He banks it off the wall, and the Komets will change. Nagel to stop the puck. Schmidt up along the far side. Gets it to the center ice logo. Here's a quick snapshot on Hauser. He'll make the save, and that'll get us down to a timeout. We'll take a break. We're in the third period. 3-2, Komets with the lead. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Common Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
.7:35 to go in the third. Komets clinging to a one-goal lead. Face-off to the right of Michael Hauser. Hilbrick and Waugh on the drop. And the Komets up along the near side. Get it out.
Win the draws, guys.
Into the Toledo zone. Here is Crisp with the puck. Now it's Hamilton on the left side. He'll get to his own blue line. On the far boards, Marco Waugh is there. Gets it over to Cody Soul. Soul gets some pressure from Hilbrick. It comes into the corner. Now it comes out. Here's a shot that's going to go well wide. That rims all the way around, and it's going to be held in. Here's a shot. That goes wide as well. Binkley is there. Pumps it off the glass. Knocked down by Brassard up along the near side here in the Komet zone. Chucked out of there by Desjardins, and it's going to go all the way down. Another icing on the Komets.
Yeah, that's fine. We dump it out. Make sure we clear the zone. Battles on the boards. Keep the puck on the boards. Keep them wide. Waste a lot of time on the clock. Back to the face-off. Win the face-off, guys. 1-2 passes, you're out of your zone.
Face-off to the right of Hauser. And it's Marco Waugh on the drop of Jenks. Comes up to the blue line, splits the defenders, and it's going to go all the way down.
Going to break there.
Schmidt goes in front of his own goaltender, Pat Nagel. Drops it to Tansey. Tansey moves it ahead. Cross-ice pass to Bursch back into the Komet zone. Baptista is there. Leonard is there as well. Coming into the corner, Baptista has the puck. Lost it to Bonus. Look out. They put it out in front. Knocked away. Back up top of the blue line. Held in by Jenks. Jenks will rim it around. Going to come back behind the net. Loose, and it's Garrett Thompson with it. He'll flip it down. End over end. That's going to get on the goaltender, so no icing. And it's Tansey up along the left side. Back on the near wing. Sadoway will get into the Komet zone. Leonard picks it up along the far side. He moves it forward. Off the stick of Sean Szydlowski. He's coming off for a change. And the Walleye will bring it back ahead. Knocked away. Back up along the far side here in the neutral zone. McCarron will shove it into the Komet zone. Stopped by Hauser. Lowney up along the near side to the blue line. Here's a blast just wide. Back on the far side. And it's going to get out. Now here's Maggio with it. He'll come across the line. Maggio in front. Here's a shot saved made by Nagel. Kravchenko. Cross rink pass. It's going to find the stick of Desjardins. Desjardins down low into the corner. Desjardins on the far side. Lowney with a shot. Just missed that one wide. On the far side, Nastasiak gets it out. Komets back on D. Now a turnover in the neutral zone. Over the line. Shot safe made. Rebound. Put back in. The puck is loose off the side of the net. Now back out in front again. Far side. Walleye still have it. Obakowski. Far side. It is Borkowski on the boards. Pass comes over and out of the line. 5 minutes to go in the third. Obakowski on the left side to McCarron. Back on the near side, and Marco Waugh chasing after it. Lowney in there as well. Komets trying to get to it. Here's Crisp coming up. They got a man. Here is a shot. It is knocked away by Marco Waugh. Now the Komets get it out.
Stay on him. Chase him. Chase him.
The Walleye are coming. On the left side, Crisp will bring it into the zone. Taking a shot, save me. He dropped it. Oh, Hauser coming back, making the stop on the rebound. Back on the near boards. Komets trying to move it ahead. Down here in the Comet end. Now it's going to get up to the blue line. On the near side, Brassard keeps it in. Brassard, right, taken away. Komets have it off the glass and out.
Szydlowski gets it out.
Can't get it very far. Knocked away. And here's Chris coming across the line. Shot. Save made by Hauser, and he'll hang on to it.
Yep. Toledo putting the pressure on. They're stepping it up now. We got to go with them. Work hard. Make sure you make the right pass. Perfect pass. Get it out of the zone. 4:10 to go. Third period up by 1. Line changes very quick right now.
Face off to the left of Michael Hauser.
Kravchenko in for the draw.
Kravchenko and Jenks, two of the better centermen out there. Puck is dropped up along the far side. They'll keep it in to the blue line. Shot gonna go wide. Hauser snags it, and he gets a whistle.
Yep. That miss the net came off the backboards awful quick. Hauser reached out of his net and grabbed it. You make one lunge for that and miss it, you're in trouble, but he got a hold of it. Throws the puck. Kravchenko going out. They bring in Waugh for the draw against Jinx.
Waugh and Jenks. Puck is dropped to the blue line. Schmidt mishandled it for a moment. Now up along the far side. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Goes back behind his goaltender. Now he puts it to Leonard. Leonard will clear the zone. And it's going to go all the way down. Not enough gas for an icing. Tansey has got the puck. Tansey on the far side. Moves it all the way through and all off the end boards. Yep, bad pass.
That'll take it back into the Toledo zone. Keep them hemmed up, guys. We're trying to play a little too much defense, I think. We need to keep that two-man in forechecking. Keep the pressure on them in their zone. They're walking out too easily.
Face off to the left of Nagel. It's Jenks and Kravchenko. And it comes up top of the circle to Desjardins, but the linesman blew the whistle. So we'll have to drop it again. Desjardins, so they take the face off with Jenks. And it comes into the corner. Petrozelli reaching for it. Back behind the net. Tansey plays it up along the far side to the blue line. Culkin drops it down low into the corner.
Tansey stay on him.
Has got it for the Walleye. Backhander far side coming out to the blue line. It's Jenks. He will send it into the Comet zone up along the near side. And now Jenks back behind the net. Puts it on net. Save made by Hauser, and he'll grab a hold.
Yeah, Kravchenko couldn't handle him. Jenks come around the net and got a quick shot on the net. Hauser comes sliding across. Got the stick down and made the save. Got the whistle. 3:19 to go. Face off in the Comet zone now.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. Shots are 32-29 in favor of the Komets.
Yep. Baptista in taking the draw now.
And it goes into the corner. Here's Cody Soul. Far side, banks it off the boards. Cannot clear it. It's going to be held up along the far side. Now Baptista trying to get in there. Trying to get it over to Binkley, and he does. Goes off the end boards. Here's Cody Soul with it. He'll take it off the wall. We got a race for the puck all the way down, and Hamilton
Baptista
gets there.
chases him.
But no icing. Back along the near side.
Less
Hamilton
than 3 minutes.
quickly ahead. Now it's going to be punched back into the Comet zone. Whistle will blow.
Offside?
Yeah, I think so. Face-off will be outside the Comet line. 2:55 to go in the third. Komets 3, Toledo 2. Face-off will be Hilbrick and Waugh.
2:25 to go.
Puck comes to the center line. Here's a shot and a knockdown by Hauser. He'll keep it there.
Hauser freezes a puck. He's willing to give our chance off the face-off, so we got to win those draws. Comet change up the defense. Now the forwards.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And it's Hilbrick and Kravchenko. And the Komets put the puck into the corner. It's going to come off the glass. Rolling puck, and now it gets over the line. Kravchenko gets to it. Now the Komets have got it. Back the other way. Petrozelli shot. Save made.
On the net again.
By Nagel. He'll hang on to it.
Petrozelli could have thrown it to the man in front of the net breaking, but the defenseman went with him. He's elected to take the shot and use the defenseman as a screen. It was a pretty good shot. Nagel just played it perfectly. Went down low, got it in the pads, and held on. Nice shot.
Face-off will be to the left of Pat Nagel with 2:37 to go in the third. One-goal hockey game. Komets with the lead. Baptista and Hilbrick. And it's tied up on the circle, and Crisp will get to it. Crisp up along the far side. And that's going to go into the Komet bench. Yep. Takes a few ticks off the clock. Down to 2:30.
That face-off will be outside the blue line. New puck coming out. Linesman gets it. They'll go to center ice with it.
Hilbrick and Baptista. Right from the Komets logo here at Sweetwater Ice. And the Walleye get to it. Tansey onto the far side between the legs of Schmidt. Played up along the wall. Komets are there. And now dumped into the Komet zone. That's going to get the end glass and out.
Baptista had control of it, flipped it in the air, thinking he'd just dump it in the zone, and went up too high, caught the screen at the end of the rink. Face-off comes back outside the zone. Another line change. Gary Graham talking to everybody right now. He's got players where he wants in certain situations, and that's the lines he's going to throw out there right now.
Marco Juan Jenks on the face-off.
He seems to match them up pretty good.
And Jenks wins the drop. Tansey with it. Tansey through the neutral zone here on the left side. Pushed it into the Komet zone. Hauser will stop it. Plays it off the glass. Jenks tried trapping it. Can't do it. Far side, Maggio. Race it over to it. Tansey will get to it. And we've got 2 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, we'll see if the goalie's going to come.
Komets
when is the question.
Walleye have got the puck. Here's Jenks down the left side. He ran into Desjardins. He will get it into the Toledo zone.
Dumped it back in.
And
in there,
Tansey goes back behind the net. Back on the near side. Komets have got it. Here's Kravchenko up top to Shea. Here is a shot. It's knocked away.
Bit in deep.
Back in the corner. Back behind the net. It's Desjardins. He'll chase it after it up along the far side.
Keep it deep.
Now back on the near side here in the Toledo zone. Walleye cannot get Pat Nagel off for the extra tackler. Here is Schmidt. Now to Berschbach with some room. 1:23 to go in the third. Komets up by a goal. Berschbach will zip it in. It's going to go back behind the net. Keep an eye on Pat Nagel, and here he comes.
Extra tackler
up
on
along the far side. Comes up to the blue line. Komets wrestling for it. They got it. Here he comes. Back over. Sean Szydlowski all alone. Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! 4-2.
There we
Komets
go.
empty netter. Sean Szydlowski. MVP scoring chance.
Well, we knew he was going to score sooner or later, and he got it. It had to be an empty net, but it came at a great time. And Nagels came out of the net. The Komets very calmly banked it up the boards. 2 passes off the boards. They finally get it out. They go down the ice a little bit. Szydlowski over here on the right side all by himself. No panic. They pass it to Szydlowski. He makes a perfect shot in the open net. Go ahead. 4-2, Komets.
Komets up by 2. 1:02 to go in the third. The jungle is alive tonight. Puck is dropped. Pat Nagel back in the crease. As Sean Szydlowski may have iced this game on the far side. It is Hilbrick. Hilbrick will come across the line. Jammed it back. Marco Waugh gets rid of it.
Goaltender not coming out.
Icing will be the call.
He will now.
They're calling for Nagel.
Baptista gets an assist on it. At least one. Szydlowski gets the goal. I believe that's his second of the playoffs.
And here comes Pat Nagel to the bench. Extra attackers on. And an empty net. Komets with a 2-goal cushion. And the Walleye going to take a timeout. We'll step aside. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
43.4 seconds stands between the Komets and a trip to the Western Conference Finals.
Colorado, Denver.
4-2 is the score. Face off to left to Pat Nagel. Empty net.
Szydlowski, that was his third goal of the playoffs, so hopefully that opens the door for him. That was a big one, though.
Into the corner, Kyle Bonus, far side. Here's Jamie Schaafsma with it. Cuts it to the middle of the ice.
Wide.
Got a man with it. Schaafsma will cut it over.
Maggio.
Oh, it's knocked down by Nastasiak on the empty net. And we got a penalty called. Slashing is going to be the mark. And it will be on Toledo.
He must have whacked Szydlowski.
I think they got Maggio coming across.
Yeah. Yes. Schaafsma come out of the zone with the puck very calmly, skated up. He had a player cutting him off, and he had Maggio way over here in the wing. He threw the puck to Maggio, and the defenseman scooted back and got a stick on the shot before it went in. 31 seconds, 5-on-4 right now, and Nagels is back in the net. Face off in the Toledo zone.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. Power play for the Komets, just 31.7 seconds to go in the third.
Another big third period for the Komets. Check-in game, plus they score the goal they need.
Kravchenko and Hilbrick.
4-2 lead, Komets.
And the puck comes into the corner. And now dumped all the way down the length of the ice. Bobby Shea will grab it up along the near side with 23 seconds to play in the contest. Lowney, far side, Kravchenko, 18 seconds. Kravchenko pitches it forward. Now back into the Komet zone.
Szydlowski will take
10
it.
seconds, and the countdown has begun. Komet fans to their feet on the near side, jabbed into the Toledo zone. 1 second. Komets win it. The fish are finished here at the Coliseum. 4-2, Komets with the win. Series win. We're going to Colorado.
Shots on goal, 13-13 in the period, but the most important thing, they get the one goal they needed. They played great defensive hockey, kept the shots down. Hauser again, huge in the net all the way through. And I'll tell you, to try to beat a Toledo team in a 4-7 series is one of the toughest things in hockey, in minor league hockey. And I've been there, had it both ways. And it's very, very gratifying to beat a Toledo team in 7 games.
And Robbie Irons has been on the bad end of those Toledo games.
Both ways.
Both ways back in the day. And like you said, very satisfying when you can eliminate Toledo from the playoffs. The Komets have just done that. 4-2. Komets with the win. We're going to the Western Conference Finals. And now tickets will go on sale for the first 2 home games coming up tomorrow, 10 a.m. Get your tickets. Still waiting on the dates for those games, but we do know we will start the series out in Colorado coming up this weekend. Keep an eye out on social media. We'll have all the dates coming up soon.
It'll be 2 there, 3 here,
yes,
2
indeed.
there.
2-3-2 will be the format. So we're going to enjoy this one here tonight as we get the final handshakes. Great series between these 2 great old rivals, but the Komets will come away with the victory, 4-2. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap, loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway, make it what you want.
Life can be unpredictable. One minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angle.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
What a night, what a series. The Komets win it in 6 games over the Toledo Walleye. 4-2 is the series. 4-2 is the game here tonight. Szydlowski adds the empty netter at the end of the contest to ice it. And what a season it has been, and we are going to keep on rolling. Komets will head to Colorado. We'll open up the Western Conference Finals against the defending Kelly Cup champions coming up this Saturday and Sunday. We will now be back at the Coliseum Wednesday the 16th, Friday the 18th, and then Saturday the 19th. It is a 2-3-2 format, so plenty of more hockey yet to be played here at the Coliseum as the Komets just keep on rolling, and we're still chasing that cup. Recapping what has happened here tonight. Komets in the first period got the scoring going at 6:01. Mason Baptista, his second of the playoffs. Maggio and Schaafsma the assist. Komets are up 1-0. Then things got interesting as Toledo scored 2 in the first. Nastasiak and Brassard and Hilbrick, they get together on a power play goal. 14:27 was the time. Brassard 16:46 of the third period for the first period for the Walleye. His third, Crispin Hilbrick, and they had the lead at 2-1. Komets were tied up at the end of the first. Jason Binkley, his second of the playoffs. 18:13 was the time. Maggio and Culkin the assist, and it was on the power play. In the second, Gabriel Desjardins, he would get the big one. That was really the difference. Turns out to be the game winner. His 6th of the playoffs. He leads the Kelly Cup playoffs in scoring. 10:01 was the time. Culkin and Szydlowski the assist. And then Sean Szydlowski, the MVP of the ECHL during the regular season and scoring champ, gets his 3rd of the playoffs. 18:58 was the time. Baptista and Thompson with the assist. Komets tonight, 1 for 4 on the power play. Toledo, 1 of 3. Komets finish with 34 shots on goal. Toledo with 30. Michael Hauser with the victory, 28 saves tonight. Pat Nagel lets in 3 goals tonight, 1 on the empty net, and he gets 30 saves. That will wrap it up. We'll take one more break, and then we will come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping it up from the Coliseum, where the Komets have taken care of the Toledo Walleye in 6 games. Komets win the series 4-2. They take Game 6 tonight, 4-2. That gets us down to our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game, and we'll give it to Gabriel Desjardins, who has put this team on his back here in the playoffs. He had the game-winning goal tonight, his 6th of the playoffs. He leads the league in scoring during the playoffs, and that's what makes Gabriel Desjardins our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game with the game-winning goal tonight. Gabriel Desjardins, and a great name to know for your next home mortgage is Ruoff Home Mortgage. Well, we've got a lot of hockey yet to be played as we'll open up this series out in Colorado coming up this Saturday and Sunday. Those games we played at 9:05 Fort Wayne time both days, and then back at the Coliseum on May 16th, May 18th, and May 19th for games 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, if necessary, back out in Loveland, Colorado, May 22nd and May 23rd. So the preparation will begin as the Komets take another trip to the Western Conference Finals. We'll enjoy this one here tonight. We're going to see you again real soon back here at the Coliseum as the Komets are moving on. Final score, Komets 4, Toledo 2. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Shane Albarani, and you've been listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
You've been listening to exciting Fort Wayne Comet Hockey. Catch all the action all season long right here on WoWo Radio.
We now rejoin you to regular
Democrat Party. What were they acting like when it came to Schneiderman before all this? Did anyone have any inclination? Trump's tweet was prophetic. I retweeted it last night when he said that Schneiderman was worse than Wiener and which is already quite a high bar, and Elliot Spitzer. And when you note some of these some of these very senior New York politicians, wow, New York is rough. We're trying to make gains on Chicago here, I think, for just the dirtiest, most corrupt, most nasty, just immoral, grotesque cesspool in terms of our politics. New York still has like great food and many, many other good things, but in terms of our politicians, we put out the worst in New York. You know, but back to Schneiderman for a moment here. He was a hero of the left. A hero of the left. I remember he was involved in trying to use climate change as a shakedown maneuver. He was one, right? Yep. He was one of these attorneys general for a state who was just using the whole climate change thing as a means of shaking down corporations and like a social justice warrior in a $3,000 suit was kind of the approach he was going for, you know. So he was part of that. But he was really being lauded at the time for being so profound and so important in the Me Too movement. Here's a guy who we now find out is abusive, is racist, is sicko, is a weirdo toward women. I mean, in general, but also specifically toward women. But before that, you had prominent voices, female voices in media, who weren't only saying, yeah, Schneiderman's a good attorney general. They were saying he is a hero to the women's movement in this country. Please play 15.
Today is November 8th, which means Donald Trump was elected president exactly 100 years ago. I'm kidding. It's only been a year. Oh my, where'd this come from? President Bone Spur has had more endurance than predicted, especially if you were predicting his endurance by looking at literally any photo of him being physical ever. But there is hope on the horizon. A hero who stood up to democracy's nemesis before. Look up in the sky. It's a bird.